I don't like you, Xbox. You're on
But
my
that's
last
Donald
nerve.
Trump.
We can't beat Mexico at the border or in trade.
Yes, we can. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Happy.
Hello, were we live?
Yeah.
We certainly are.
What day is it?
Oh my goodness. I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
I think it's Saturday.
Okay, it's Saturday. Happy Saturday, everybody.
I'm new to this podcast stuff, you know, and
yeah, cool. Guys, we're all having a rough morning. Well, I know I'm having a rough morning. I don't know about the rest of you. I'm tired and I want a nap. So, good morning. How's everybody doing today?
On that note,
everyone's doing just fine.
I don't want to hear that bullshit, okay?
I want to take a nap too.
I'm doing fucking fantastic.
You don't be positive either. You're fired. Both you and Boomstick. Xbot, you want to step on any toes today?
Huh? Step on toes? What are you talking about?
Our country is in serious trouble. We don't have victories anymore. Congratulations.
He sounded like Phil Spencer. Dude, congratulations.
Oh, man. Good morning, everybody in the chat. Hello. OhSnaps is not awake yet. OhSnaps is in a really bad mood right now. So we're going to have an awesome show. Yeah.
OhSnaps is not awake yet. We're going to have an awesome show, guys. Yeah.
OhSnaps is going to be taking a nap while the show goes on. And then, we're going to roll with it. I'll let you guys take over.
I'm ready to download Split Second tonight. That's all I know.
I don't want to talk about it. That's it.
I am so happy.
No,
I'm so freaking happy about
no
that.
gaming for you.
What is Split Second?
Well,
it's a game.
You guys can
it's
hold
a racing
on to
game.
that chat. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put it in my back pocket. I'm gonna save it for later.
It's like your bread or something from.
Like my bread.
Yeah, breadsticks from Olive Garden.
I put bread in my back.
Oh, I love Olive Garden.
All right, so we're gonna say our good mornings and stuff and things. So Boomstick, would you like to say good morning?
Sure. Good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for coming out and spending your morning with us. Hopefully you have your hot cup of coffee, and this should be an amazing show because like the week prior, there's a lot to talk about in regards to Xbox news that broke.
Absolutely, indeed, a lot to talk about. Actually, I'm really hurt because my cup of coffee is cold, so.
That sucks.
Yeah. It's okay.
I just got one
Xbox will pay
coffee.
for it.
I got one coffee.
Supersonic Station, would you like to say good morning?
Good morning. I'm excited. I'm playing an awesome new game on Xbox that released last night. We'll talk about that later.
I'm very interested in that, but I'm not awake enough yet. Supersonic Station. Nope, just kidding.
Would you like to say good morning again?
Good morning, everyone.
Shut up.
Wait, deja vu. I can't do that twice.
Creating Beyond Limits. Would you like to say good morning?
Sure, why not?
Station.
Good morning, everyone. You got yourselves to the best podcast every Wednesday morning or afternoon, depending on what you watch. And just like last week, with lots of news dropping, this week's going to be pretty interesting. And we are going to talk about a brand new game that released on the Xbox and got taken away way too soon.
Dun dun dun. Rest in
Way
peace.
too soon.
And then Xbot. Good morning, Xbot.
What's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday morning, a little after 10:30. We have the chat here. We are good to go with coffee, casuals, and consoles. And I don't know how much Donald Trump is going to interrupt me today, but he is here. He's a little tired from last night's speech, but I don't know. He said he's going to push through. He's going to try to make this this podcast great again. And
he's like the #1 fan of the podcast, isn't he?
He built a wall in my room, by the way, and I don't appreciate it.
I can't stand you. Wow. Okay, so Good morning, all you beautiful faces in the chat. I'm going to say hi, but if I miss anybody, I'm sorry because it's been like literally 5 minutes before the show, like the world went to hell. You can ask the panel. As you know, I'm your host.
We gotta check your watch. He said only 5 minutes before the show.
Well, like,
I think your timing's off a little.
Good morning, Judah Predman. Good morning, Harvinder Vogelscraig. Good morning. I almost said good morning to Supersonic Station. UK Dazzer is bringing the beer.
I don't think it's going to happen. We don't know what's happening. I fully understand.
Yourself is me.
Let me do this again. Good morning. I played an awesome new game on Xbox, but it's not there anymore for the third time.
Good morning, Sobski. Good morning, Siberia. You guys are making it really hard for me to think today, and it's really aggravating. Good morning, Free Jack. Good morning, Joseph Valletta. Let's see who else. I saw Boogie in there. Fonzarelli. Good morning.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I shout out my boy Jay Fonz because I've been in the RDX chat the past couple weeks or whatnot, and you know, Fonz he is not afraid to share his opinion, and he absolutely, like, he said that he understands what Nintendo is doing with Labo and all that good stuff. And then when it came to Sea of Thieves, he expressed his opinions on that last night. And I'm his friendly troll. I want to let people know I am cool with the guy. I love that he goes out there, expresses himself, doesn't really care, you know, if the mass majority agree with him or not. But man, I was trolling him last night. I was like, yo, you're gonna promote Labo with cardboard wrapped around your Switch with your daughter, but you're not gonna promote Sea of Thieves like with your son. But yo, huge shout out to Jay Fonz. Yo, it's been awesome messing with you in the chat, man.
Good morning, Fonz. Xbot, you said a lot. Good morning, Skull Stomper and Elena Levinson. That's Alan Roberts and his wifey. Good morning, Foxfire, Miss Lady Foxfire, Noble Addiction. Saltiest Gaming, good morning, and Fastback, good morning. Okay, I'm done saying good mornings now. If I missed anybody, I apologize. I am not perfect. Close, but no cigar. So, you shut up, Xbot. So, we got a lot to talk about, guys.
It can happen.
I'm going to punch you today. Okay?
I have a great company. I built a net worth of more than $10 billion. I'm really rich.
I'm waiting for a phone break or something. Oh shit! She just smacked the shit out of him.
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna let Donald Trump host the show today, and I'm just gonna kick back and just give.
I think Donald Trump should never come back on the show again. But that's
totally agree.
My personal opinion.
Thank you.
I think that he sets us down a path to ruin, and he should be officially banned from CCC. I'm just throwing it out there.
A tremendous, terrible path. Okay. So yeah, guys, we've got to dive into our topics. And I'm really kind of like lost today, and I'm looking at the chat, and I just want to say hi to everybody. Good morning, Black Tiger. Good morning, Fuzzy Belvedere. So yeah, real quick, guys. Channel sponsors, they're up at the top. Their pictures are flowing through. They're in the description below. Thank you, guys. For becoming
sponsored by Preparation H.
I'm gonna put Preparation
whatever pays the bills.
I'm gonna get some Preparation H and put a picture of it up there next time. Actually, that's really awesome.
Before you go into topics, if you have a Nintendo Switch and you didn't do the update on it, kinds of emulators on that crap now.
Okay, so and then a shout out to the Patreon supporters. Andy Mack is our newest Patreon supporter, and then usually I announce all the Patreon supporters, but we're already 15 minutes behind. So I do thank you guys, and I will be doing a thank you video coming up this week for those who are Patreon supporters. So anyways, let's dive into our topics. Let's talk about coffee. That seems to be the first one on the list here. Xbot, I need a refill, please.
Coffee. I am on the show with you. I can't be your waiter and the panelist. Yeah.
Okay, fine. No waiter.
We need to hire a midget, okay?
Oh, you can't say that.
That might be considered politically incorrect.
They have companies where you can hire a midget to throw them on a Velcro wall. I can't say I can hire a midget to go get coffee. All right.
Xbot, I dare you to say, go do it yourself.
He's like, I'm not stupid. All right, guys. So let's start with one of our.
I need to have a conversation with her how I need e-juice already, and I don't really want to piss her off like that.
You're not getting no fucking e-juice. All right, so
yeah.
Let's start off with one of our lighter topics. Lady Foxfire said, "Get her coffee, Xbot 448 in your face."
Oh, I thought it was just get her with an emoji, and then I thought she was like trying to get me to fight you. I really thought she was trying to get me to fight you. I don't know. I was like, yeah. I was about to be like, yeah, Fox, that's right. Go whoop her ass.
We are not having a show about gaming today. We're just gonna fuck off all day.
Let's talk about nothing but coffee.
I can't wait to download Split Second.
She said nerd. Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna start off the show with the games with gold for February. I'm gonna hand it over to you guys. I have to take care of something real quick, and then I will come give my opinions. So, Xbot, would you like to talk about what games with gold, what games are out, what dates they release, and all that good stuff?
Well, all I remember is Shadow Warrior and Split Second, because those are the only ones I actually have kind of like some interest in. I'm really hyped for Split Second, which is actually the it's the 360 title, backwards compatible on the Xbox One. And for people who haven't played it on the 360, it is an awesome racing game where you can trigger destruction elements in front of you, route changers, either in front or behind you, with huge destruction type things. I'm talking like Jerry Bruckheimer explosions and stuff like that. It is a really cool game. And one of the cool things about it is as you get achievements, the achievements are actually decals that go on your cars as you get them. So like if you're at the beginning of a race, if you look around at other people, you can literally see, you know, the people who play a lot and stuff, you can literally see there's a bunch of like decals on that car and stuff like that. So you're like, oh crap, like they know what they're doing. And, you know, you can watch out for them more. I thought it was a really cool idea. I can't wait to download this game. Usually the games with gold for the first part of the month, you're able to download it on the last day of the previous month, which is today, but usually like at night. So I'm kind of just waiting for it to pop up to be able to play it. Are you guys excited for the games with gold this month?
I'm pretty excited.
Have you guys played Split Second?
I played the demo for it when it was releasing on the 360 years ago. I actually thought it was really fun. I liked the fact that you could trigger certain events and explosions to happen. I just like. Hey, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say you could blow up a dam. You can make a huge like airplane crash on a runway. You can like there's so many things that you can do like while the race is going on. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah, like when I was playing the demo. All that stuff was awesome and stuff. It's just racing games are like, I enjoy them. They're just hard games for me to like cough out money on when there's other games releasing. I liked what I played though, and I am gonna play through this when it releases tomorrow or tonight.
I got Foxfire sharing a picture on Twitter. I can just imagine what it is.
Tiger with that $20. Nice.
Black Tiger, woo!
Super.
And I think
fire.
I mean, it's certainly the games with gold are they're okay. I mean, it's nothing to really write home about. I mean, I have the list in front of me. For the Xbox One, you're getting Shadow Warrior, which a lot of people didn't play. Don't overlook this game. It's a lot of fun. It's like
it looks okay. I like the swordplay in it. So
I mean, again, it's not going to win any Game of the Year awards, but the game it's free, okay, and it does have a lot to do in it. So it's not going to be a short game you're going to play through. It has gunplay. It has sword play. You know, it's a first-person shooter slash, you know, sword swinging type of game. I'm into. I mean, I already own it, so no big deal there. The second game is Assassin's Creed Chronicles India. Now it's the side scroll version of Assassin's Creed. Those games have been pretty good.
I actually hate those games, to be really honest with you. I played China, and I'm like, ew.
Yeah, it's not for everyone. Obviously, you already mentioned Split Second, and the last one was Crazy Taxi, which is an arcade classic. Unfortunately,
a Dreamcast game.
Yeah, it is technically a Dreamcast game. I own 3 of the 4.
You can play that game free on your any cell phone, by the way.
Yes, yeah. So I mean, again, not the greatest, strongest lineup they've ever put out there, but at the same time, they're still free. And if you don't own them, download them and give them a try. You can definitely score at least 3,200 in gamer score if you beat them all. So I don't know. What do you think, CBL?
He wants to play Split Second. That's it.
Split Second, Crazy Taxi. They're looking good. The Shadow Warrior game was something I thought looked interesting. So I'm gonna totally give that game a shot. I think it's a decent month. Assassin's Creed Chronicles really didn't interest me when it released, but it's free. I'm more likely gonna download them, but I have other games that I'm going to be playing, like Monster Hunter, New Dragon Ball, and stuff like that. So I will get to them eventually. They're just going to go to the big, massive backlog of games that I already have. But I say Shadow Warrior would be the first one that I play out of the bunch, and then followed by Split Second.
Now, I'm not sure whether you guys saw this or not, but they just added 3 more backward compatibility games for the Xbox One that were on the 360. One of they're pretty interesting. The Darkness 2 was a first-person game. I don't know if you played the first one. That was excellent. Another game that was absolutely stunning and is just not a lot of people played. Spec Ops: The Line. That was
I didn't play it.
Absolutely fantastic game. And the last one is PB Winterbottom. It's like a black and white side-scrolling puzzler.
Oh, I played that game. I played that game.
It's not bad, but I encourage.
Weird.
Yes, it's definitely weird, but I'd certainly encourage anyone who did not play Spec Ops: The Line. You should definitely think about playing this game. An absolute gem that no one knows about.
I really wanted to play that game.
With PB Winterbottom, though, if you like the games if you like Cuphead, if you like the smaller games like Below, Limbo,
yes,
stuff like that, you'll actually really like PB Winterbottom. But I don't know, guys. The weird thing with games with gold, and I think Noof Nukem said this like months ago. And I thought at first when Noof said this, I was like, you know what, man, I don't really think this is going to happen. But he said that, with the announcement of Game Pass, and you saw what they're doing with Game Pass now, when it comes to first-party games, we basically seen the last of like the big AAA games coming out with games with gold. And I've noticed that, month after month, we haven't had kind of like those heavy hitters that we would get every once in a while, like lately. And I was wondering if you guys think that it's going to be a trend, that this is a trend. Like, basically, games like Split Second and Shadow Warrior, these are games you can kind of look forward to with games with gold instead of, like, Far Cry 4 or something like that. What do you guys think? Is this pretty much what we're going to be dealing with from here on out?
Yeah, it's been pretty much trash every month.
Well, I wouldn't say trash. It's just kind of like the mid-tier games as opposed to the big kind of like AAA, like, oh, snap, they got this game. Like, instead of putting in like an Assassin's Creed, like a full-fledged, 3D Assassin's Creed game, they put in the side-scroller instead. And it went mid-tier instead of the big baller out there. I don't know. What do you think, Boom? Is this how it's going to be from here on out?
Hold up real quick, guys. I just want to shout out Black Tiger for the super chat. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I fainted a little bit when he did that.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for taking care of that. I'm just like so angry right now. I just want to punch this chick in the nose.
Yo, she was yelling at somebody like, you're rude. I'm like, holy crap.
Oh, man, she got me hyped. Like, let's get on a very aggressive topic, and then, I'll just vent then.
Are you declaring fisticuffs?
No.
I shouldn't ask today.
Continue on with your conversation because I'm just diving back in, trying to listen in and get a feel for where we're at. So go ahead.
Well, I was actually just going to answer Bot's question in regards to the free games that we've been getting monthly. Yeah, you know what? It has fallen off. We haven't had that gigantic. Like, here's the thing: if they just put one big one in there. It doesn't have to be a home run for all four of the games. It doesn't. If they just add one big one and then keep it with like the medium tier type games, no one would actually complain. What I'm very surprised about is that we haven't had any big Microsoft first party games in there in a long time. Now we've had some, yes, but it'd be nice to get like an Alan Wake in there. It'd be nice to get, you know, any of their older, stronger first party games. Now we did get a few of those in the early parts of games with gold, because that's they need to come out and show that they were going to match what PlayStation was doing. But as of late, you know, it's definitely taken a dip down, so to speak.
Well, dude, boom. Remember the excitement, like when Sunset, I know it was over a year ago or whatnot, yes, but when Sunset Overdrive went into games with gold, people flipped out, man.
Yes, the whole community got excited. Hell, I got excited because I had the disc version, and now I had that, you know, at that point, now I have the digital version, and I sold the disc version. It was great.
Hell yeah, man. But what were you saying, Sonic?
I forgot. Actually.
Damn it. It's because you're playing that new game of the year, right? That's why you forgot?
I'm playing Crazy Taxi on my phone for free, so. I know what I was going to say. I wish they would have, like the Darkness 2 and that other game that went back combat, because I've heard a lot of people tweet about it on Twitter. What's that called again?
What, Spec Ops The Line?
Yeah, I think they should have just put those two on the back compat thing, since they already knew that they were coming out. People would be more excited about those. Yeah, games with
gold.
That
actually would have been, that's a smart idea. I'm actually surprised they didn't do that, because those would have been two rock solid games.
Yep.
Oh wow, yo, Tony Almeida in the chat, he said, how about Microsoft put some movies in with games with gold instead of these low quality games? How about just add a movie or two? You know, it doesn't,
a free movie a month would be awesome, because I wouldn't want to like a free movie like every month. Well, I mean, I don't mind a free movie every month, but I'm not gonna, you know, watch it more than once if it's
start with the other guys with Will Ferrell.
They could start with like it or something. That'd be cool. But
I mean, they won't do that. Are you
I
talking
think
like
a free movie would be really
new
cool in addition to 4 games. Xbox is going to be like, you guys are asking for a lot of shit.
Well, we are. In the same vein that that Sony has the free, you know, VR game. We don't have VR, obviously, on the Xbox One. So to add the movie would be something nice. That's for sure. But, you know, I mean, at this point, the games still are free, and, you know, I don't expect to get any better anytime soon, because you know, Noof was right. The minute, literally to the day that that Xbox Game Pass was launched, it kind of doomed the games for gold.
And you know, boom. At the end of the day, I know you say the games are free, and like, who are we to kind of like scoff at them and stuff like that? But it is put up there in the features of having Xbox Live Gold membership.
Oh yeah, there's no denying that they have to do better. But again, we have to. If you're upset with it, tweet at them. You know, they're one of the few gaming companies that actually do listen to their fans, and if the fans aren't complaining, they think they're doing a good job. Yeah, sure, we talk about it on podcasts, and someone will tweet it, and you'll see it here and there. But if people are really aggravated with it and say, hey, listen, you know, I have both services. I have an Xbox, a PlayStation, and the PlayStation games kill it every month. How come you're not? And I think that if enough people question them, they would put more forethought into what games they put in there.
I still don't understand why I can play Gears, Forza, like all their Ori, everything, Halo on PC and not pay a penny, and then I got to pay the stupid subscription to play online on Xbox.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. You got to look at it from a bigger scope, okay? Let's not get it twisted here that you're just paying for these games. That's not what you're paying for. You're paying for the most solid online service that you're protected. A perfect example is the whole FIFA championship thing had to be moved on to Xbox Live because PSN was down again. So they have
Xbox Live on PC, so I still don't understand.
Well, here's the deal. When he said protected, and this is how protected like the closed system on Xbox is. And I don't say for everybody to do this, but I'll go online and I'll watch movies. The movies that I don't want to spend like the $10 for a movie ticket for, right? I go to a certain website and I'll go to watch the movie, and pop-ups will appear. Now I know these pop-ups and everything like that would destroy my PC. Yep. But the thing is, any viruses or anything like that that's in those pop-ups or whatnot, or could be in those pop-ups, with using my Xbox to watch these movies, I won't get a virus.
Yes.
Like the virus protection is right in there. I don't have to pay for it or anything like that. I don't have to buy McAfee or whatever, Norton or whatnot. And it's just there. So there is a service there. There is a state of protection that I am willing to pay for my console. It makes it easier to use. And I know I can go and I can just watch my movie, and I won't get a virus in my console, you know?
Yes.
They always give you free antiviruses on computers. You just press one button, then you're done. I never get pop-ups and all that stuff. So I just don't understand why we have to pay all this money to play online. I don't think we should have to pay on consoles. If you can play the same games on PC, the exact same games. Well, everyone plays for free.
You're still helping to fund first-party development anyway when you are paying for these services. Let's be honest here. It's going to the Xbox division. I mean, it is also going to Microsoft Corporation, but these like lines of income come together, and that's what gives the developers their money to make, you know, new titles, either sequels to like Halo or something like that, new IPs, which we do see.
I know, but they could do something. They could do something else, like do Game Pass and you get this and this, but not for console players to play online. I just think that pisses me off. It's stupid.
No, I understand. I understand that, and I think they are. Oh, my bad, Boom. But I just want real quick before you go in. I think, you know, Game Pass pretty much just came about, and they just made it a lot more valuable. So with that and the evolution of Game Pass and where they're going with this kind of like Netflix gaming thing, you could see that in the future. I mean, they might do away with paying for gold altogether, or bundling it with Game Pass, man.
Yeah, I could see the bundle definitely happening, where there's going to be one thing that, like an umbrella package that gives you everything for one low price of whatever.
Oh, you said umbrella, man. You got Resident Evil on the brain right now.
That's what I thought.
When don't I have Resident Evil on the brain?
Well, I would love to hear what OhSnap says, but she is back on the phone again.
That's okay. I mean, there's so much to talk about. You know.
Well, you mentioned PlayStation though. Does anybody know the games that are going to be free for PlayStation in February?
Well, I got 2 of them so far, and this is actually one that I was looking forward to because I don't have the disc version anymore, and the game wasn't great, but it's about time, and that's Knack 1 is going to be. Yeah, not the greatest thing.
I got to do live stream, man.
Yeah. I've seen some gameplay from Crap Gamer playing that game. It looks difficult.
The game, the game is pretty. It definitely had a high learning curve. It was hard. That game would definitely kick your ass. And the second one is Rime, which is that open world, cell shaded game. Not the greatest games. Certainly not going to win any awards for what they're giving. But that's the only 2 I was able to find.
Hold on, Boom. That Rime game wasn't that a game that like the stables were cheering that it was exclusive to PlayStation and eventually came over to Xbox as well?
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct.
All right, so now it's a multiplat. All right, and I'll get it free on my PS4. That'd be cool to try out, man.
Yeah, I mean, the game is good. I mean, Randall Thor liked it when he did a video on it when it came out for the Xbox One, and he enjoyed it very much. I played a little bit of it. I can't really give a detailed rating for it because I only played about an hour, but the game is definitely interesting for sure.
Yeah, same. I only played like an hour of it so far.
All right. I got nothing but love for Randall Soft Serve, all right? But I can honestly tell you that I think me and him do not have the same taste in games. I could not push through playing a Barbie game to get achievements. Was it Soda Drinker Pro?
Yeah, I mean, look, he had a goal in mind. He wanted to hit that million, and I think that, you know, I mean, you know, the people still break his balls about the Barbie stuff, but
I'll do it until I'm done.
But you know what? I mean, when you're trying to get that million score, you kind of got to pretty much play everything across your plate. The spectrum's got to be wide. So yeah, he'll never live the Barbie thing down, but he did break a million. So
what Barbie game was on the Xbox?
I think the 360. Yeah, it was on the
360. Yeah.
Why? Yo, CBL, you got some interest there, man? Like,
yeah. Easy achievement, you say, huh?
It's like, did one go under my radar? What's going on here?
Barbie Horse Adventure.
Pre-order for Ken in the Barbie Dream House.
But I don't know. It's been interesting to me because PlayStation, they at least give you one of those titles that, like, even if you don't like them, like Knack. I know, you know, a lot of people make fun of Knack and whatnot, but that was a launch game that they kind of like advertised heavily, you know, on the PS4, and now it's going into the PS Plus games. And I don't know if Xbox keeps doing what they're doing with games with gold, are we even going to talk about them anymore? Is it just going to be like, you know, oh, there's another 4 games that are kind of like mediocre or whatnot? I don't know.
It's hard to say because it is a subject. You know, on a podcast like we're doing today, it is something to talk about because, you know, you don't know if you're going to get the month that had Sunset Overdrive and everyone's cheering, or you're going to get a month like, and then again, this month isn't terrible. You know, a lot of people didn't play some of those games. A Split Second is freaking fantastic. That's a lot of, like I said, a lot of people don't know about that game. You know what I'm saying?
It was definitely a sleeper. It's made by Disney Interactive.
Yes, it's a sleeper hit for absolute sure. Yes, is it gonna be as good as playing like Forza 7? Well, of course not. But at the same time, because it's not your average racer where you go from point A to point B, you're literally making the track for yourself as you go along by triggering these explosions that change the whole scope of the track, where you're driving through a downed plane instead of around it or underneath it. It's like I said, people should download it and give it a shot.
Dude, not only that, I beat the game, and there's races in there where you're racing behind an 18-wheeler that's dumping explosive barrels like on the track. There's one where there's a helicopter that is shooting missiles on the track, and you're trying to weave in between them and stuff to get to the finish line. There is actually a variation of gameplay in that game, which I'm really excited. I wanna live stream it as soon as I'm able to download it.
Yeah, I think people should give it a shot, but I don't know. I mean, you know, again, we could talk about it all day long. You know, and
I know I can.
You know,
it's crazy that Need for Speed always gets sequels and stuff like that, but this game flopped or whatever. Like, dude, even for someone that's not big into racing, I'll do a game.
A new Burnout game. Those were cool.
Oh yeah, Burnout was something I played and got. Burnout was just crazy fun, just explosions after explosions, just. It was fun to play with friends back in the day. Burnout, such a good game.
Well, they're remastering 3. I'm not sure it wasn't everyone's favorite. Or no, it's not 3. It's Paradise. I think they're remastering. Yeah.
Which I'm like, yeah.
And again, I would rather have 3 remastered, to be honest. But you know, I'll take any Burnout game at this point.
Speaking of remasters of remastered definitive edition, did anyone get Shadow of Colossus?
I ordered it. I'm waiting for it. I'm going to play.
Doesn't it come out on the 18th of February?
No, I think it's the 6th.
I want it.
Oh,
it looks really good. I never played
it
when it released on the PS2, PS3, or whatever. I always wanted to play it. I heard great things. The remaster looks amazing. Like it looks like they actually really did.
It's
a good job open the remake. Like it does look great graphically. I say it's gonna be a lot of fun just fighting those big giant ass enemies and climbing on top of them, shanking them in the back.
The game, and you know what? It's not a budget title. It's $30. It's $50. So that's actually not bad. And if you get it through Amazon, it's 20%. Yeah,
remaster. That's oh my god. Okay. Like I try to play.
I thought it was $40.
No,
40?
it's maybe it is 40, and there's a special edition that's 50. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. The special edition comes with like like an art book and stuff. Of course, I got the special edition, but that should come off at no surprise.
Hashtag Boom buys every game.
So. Yeah, that's I like the title, but I can't really stand by it because I technically do like to buy everything. Unfortunately, there runs you run out of money, so you have to kind of make some moves to get everything.
You get to ride a pony in that game. I've tried to play. I swear, I try to play this game, and you get on it and you ride this pony. We'll call it a pony. Some people call it a horse, but we'll call it a pony. And the pony controls like crap, and I just got so bored with that game. But there's a cult following with it, so people do like it. It's just me being an asshole.
All right,
I didn't play it, so I'm interested. I'm very excited to play it, and it looks fantastic. There are official reviews. I believe Polygon did a review on it. I don't know what they scored it.
Digital Foundry has been dry humping the leg of this game for like a little over a week now. So.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's on Sony, it's a perfect 10. If it's a remastered definitive edition pre-ordered for Gordo.
Yeah, you know what though? It's hard to really call this a remaster because this is not like they went in there and touched up some of the monsters. I mean, they went in there. It looks like a brand new game. Yeah,
they rebuilt everything. But here's the thing, man. With everybody saying how fantastic it looks, it's pretty much a dead world besides the giants and your character and the horse.
That's just it. I got so bored just riding my pony around the fridge.
Well, it's supposed to be it's supposed to give you a certain sense, I guess, of the desperation in the game or whatnot. But it better look good with today's hardware. And you don't have any kind of like AI just wandering through the woods or anything like that. They could put all that system memory into the graphics and redoing the physics, stuff like that. It better look good. I mean, if it looked like crap and there's no AI running around and stuff like that, I just don't know how everybody's like, oh, it looks so great. Like from knowing how games are put together, that better fucking look gorgeous, yo. I'm interested in playing it, but when I hear Digital Foundry kind of like I said, dry humping this game, like, oh, how gorgeous it looks. And these people know about game development, know about hardware. I'm like, come on, guys, can you at least throw in the fact that there's nothing else there besides the giants and your character and your horse? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I mean, obviously, if it's not processing power for, AI and other things, then it should look stunning. But you know what? Give them credit because the game does look gorgeous. Good. I'm interested. Like I'm happy that I never played it because now I'm going into this game, even though I know it has a cult history and a huge following. I get it, and I'm now at least it doesn't look like terrible because they did release an HD version that looked awful.
I just think it's funny because like everyone says, why do Xbox players like to play old games like all the time, and then when Shadow of Colossus comes out for the 8th time, then everyone loves it.
I don't know. I mean, we stated it before, but there is obviously a double standard. One could do one thing and the other one can't. So I don't know. I mean, just if you have a PlayStation, no problem.
There she is.
If you have a PlayStation 4, consider picking it up because it does look good and it's $40.
Just to let you know, OhSnaps, I was about to put gameplay on the stream and do an intro and then get Don in here.
All right, well, first of all, I'm sitting at my desk, so you can't just jack the stream. That's not how it works, okay? So, second of all, can I give my opinion on some stuff here? I'm like really angry right now.
Go ahead. I gotta go get a cup of coffee. Go ahead.
I'm like, well, no, I don't even know what we're talking about. It's like literally every time I came back, my phone would ring again. And
we were talking about Shadow of the Colossus that's coming out next Tuesday.
I don't know what Shadow of the Colossus is.
That's the game that you're chasing after, like a Godzilla-sized creature, and you got to kill them.
And you're on.
Why are we killing the creature?
Because you're on a pony.
Oh, hold on. Just to let you guys know, I'm going to get coffee. I don't have my headphones on right now. I've told OhSnaps about Shadow of the Colossus at least 7 times. All right, guys? And she's like, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, he did, but I don't listen to him. He doesn't count. Sorry. Okay. So, you guys already talked about games with gold?
Yeah, I mean, we can go back to it if you want. I mean, basically, we just...
Xbot said I would really love that game that I don't remember the name of, but it's the racing cars.
Oh, Split Second.
Yes, that one.
Yeah,
he said I would
it's a
really
good
like
game.
that one, so I'm looking forward to that because he went into very detailed, long, drawn-out conversation because it's Xbot, and he was telling me all about it and how I would love it, and I wasn't listening to him. But... Okay. I didn't know he was like, in the kitchen.
I can hear him laughing.
I heard the coffee cup tink and I thought he was still in the bedroom. But okay. So that, and then what were the other games? I don't remember. And
I don't
Crazy
know,
Taxi.
I think
one
oh, Crazy Taxi. Well, I already have that. I love that.
Xbot is putting X-Lax in your coffee right now.
I just muted myself to yell at him. So, Crazy Taxi is definitely a favorite game, and I think a lot of people like that. But it's such an old game. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. And then what was the other two?
Let's see, Shadow Warrior was the one of them. It's a first person, action romp kind of like a Duke Nukem meets any first person one you want to throw in there.
Okay.
And the second one, I don't remember what it was.
Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I just wanted the split second one. So that's probably.
Oh yeah, it was Assassin's Creed Chronicles India.
Yes. Is anybody looking forward to that, or has everybody?
Nope.
I mean, I bought it. I own 3 of the 4 titles. I already bought the Assassin's Creed ones. I enjoyed them. They're a different take on Assassin's Creed. I mean, they're side scroller. That you still do the same kind of stealth killing, but it's not for everyone. That's fine. I mean, I enjoyed them.
Okay. And then what else did you guys talk about? I apologize, you guys. My day is just scrambled eggs right now.
Talk about new backwards compatible games coming out.
Oh, okay. All right.
Darkness 2 and something else and something else.
Yeah, Spec Ops: The Line, a game that I think everyone should really look into. I beat it. I got 1,000 out of 1,000 gamer score on it. It's just the story is just so powerful. I mean, it's amazing. No one knows about this game, and I check out video. It is ultra violent.
Violence is bad.
Yeah.
Well, not in video games. The violence
okay.
is totally acceptable. Yeah, but it's a third person military game, and the story is really what stands like right up front for it. I mean, real strong story regarding PTS. So
see, I'm more excited for Darkness 2. I actually beat both titles, Darkness 1 and Darkness 2, and having like
great games, dude. Great games,
dude. The stuff you can do with like those demon arms, like those fucking killer eel things that come out your back. Like, you can pick people up, split them in half. You can eat their heart. You can rip their head off.
Whoa, that's nasty.
No,
it's nasty.
It is, but you know what's funny? It's taken from gangsters. Well, it's a comic book, but it's like an old mob kind of a story. It's really, really interesting.
Mm-hmm. I remember the first one. The mob kills your wife.
Yes,
or your girlfriend.
That's what sets you off. That's how you get. It's almost like a Venom kind of a story where the thing senses that you're pissed, and the story carries on from there. Yeah, it's incredible.
The story is awesome on both games, by the way. Story is incredible.
I'd say that second game, what the army game, what's it called again? One more time.
Spec Ops: The Line.
Okay. I've seen like all kinds of people tweeting about that on Twitter, saying they love it. It's awesome.
It's a freaking great game, man. Like I said, the shooting mechanics, fantastic, but the story is just wow. I mean, when you hit the end of it and you realize what exactly happened, it's powerful. And I would say pick it up and give it a chance because it was so good.
See, Phil Spencer, you should have made those games with gold instead of this trash you're giving us. You could have downloaded Crazy Taxi a couple months ago for $2.
Oh yeah, I bought it too.
I did too.
I was excited about that purchase though. So granted, a couple months later it might be free. It was still, I think, a great purchase, So made a couple stupid videos. I liked it.
I got that in Daytona. They were both the same prices, $2 or something.
Awesome. Creating Beyond Limits. You're really quiet, and I know I haven't been here, but I feel like you're really quiet today.
Oh no, I was talking.
Were you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hi.
Of course.
Just here to say
hi. I know. Yeah, I'm interested in the Games of Gold, like I said. Split Second and Samurai one, whatever it's called. Yeah, I'm interested in that. And Spec Ops: The Line was something I always wanted to play. I know it's not Games of Gold, but it is backwards compatible. Depending on the price, I might pick it up because I heard multiple times about how good the story is. So I'm intrigued.
You can wait till it goes in Game Pass.
Yeah, I might do that actually. See, that's good. Yeah, Game Pass. When you get closer to Sea of Thieves, I'm gonna get Game Pass, so I don't have to buy any more Microsoft games anymore. Woo!
Can I say something about Game Pass that actually has me really worried now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I don't know what to still think about this. Okay, so like I'm on the Sony station and looking at these old arcade games. I'm like, whoa, I want this. So I try to get it. They're like, nope, you have to be subscribed to PS Now. It was like 8 different games, and they're locked behind their subscription paywall, and you can't. There's the only way you can play them is if you subscribe. If
no, I don't think that's going to happen, dude. I know where you're going with that. I don't see that happening because they're going to lose money. If you want to buy a game, you can't buy that game because it's locked behind a service. No, look, say what you want about Microsoft, say what you want about Sony, say what you want about Nintendo. Everyone has their preference, but Microsoft right now is one of the few companies that are as friendly towards their fans as you can get. And again, what you're saying with the PlayStation stuff, yeah, if you don't have PlayStation Plus and you can't buy a game, then that's real dumb for Sony because they just lost out on a sale. None of the games that are in there with gold are going to be locked away behind some paywall because they want digital sales. This is the future.
But there is going to be down the road. There is going to be exclusive content for Game Pass. That
and you know what?
Get on Game Pass,
right? And you know what? I'm all for that because not because I don't want to see someone have the game, but it makes it the purchase of paying $10 a month that more attractive. Not just for me who already has been subscribed, but someone who's considering it. Like if there's a particular good game, like maybe Telltale's next game. Maybe it's going to be an exclusive to Game Pass. I know that the community, some people are like, well, that's bullshit because I don't want to pay $10 a month. Well, you know what?
Telltale is dead anyway.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's why they're only making 1 a year instead of 6 a year because they can't keep up with it, and their storytelling has gotten terrible. But the whole point of Game Pass is to be different and have stuff there you can't get anywhere else to entice you as a player. I mean, listen, here's the thing. First of all, the games already in Game Pass are fantastic, but if you're telling me, what did we just say? What did you just say earlier? I'm the guy, #buys everything. Well, let's just say hypothetically, Microsoft releases 6 games this year that are first party, right? What does that come out to? That's over $250 after tax. Well, guess what? If I keep Game Pass for the year, that's only $120. So I literally cut it in half.
Yeah,
that's if you want to get it. Like, I do not like games being tied behind any subscription paywall. Like if they're exclusive. Like if I'm serious, if Microsoft does this, I will be so pissed off.
I mean, but how many exclusive games do we have to look forward to this year? 3 as of right now.
We have 3, and yeah, we have 3 that we know about.
Coming, so
yes.
Ori and the Blind Forest is coming out this year, right?
What's that?
Ori 2 is slated for this year as well.
Yeah, so that's going to be
4.
Right.
No,
so,
and
you know, Forza Horizon 4 is coming.
Yes,
this year
but
as well.
See, I'm not worried about those
5
games because I know I can buy those games if I want to buy them. But I have no choice on the Sony station right now for the games that I want to buy because I have to subscribe to PS Now. And all these subscriptions like add up big time.
No,
I see what Sonic is saying here, and I'm just kind of like warning him for the future that there is going to be content on Game Pass that's going to be kind of like Netflix original / Game Pass original,
yes.
And they're going to be games that you can only play if you have
that thing. I mean,
the subscription to Game Pass.
100%. And you know what? Again, that's what makes people go out and buy it. Now, it's again, I'm not saying $10 is not a lot for a lot of people. It's still $10, but it's perfect. I mean, dude, I couldn't have knocked it out of the park any better than you just did. If you like Netflix shows, you have to subscribe to Netflix. If you don't want to do that, well, you can't watch them. And I'm not trying to be a dick about it, but that's life.
Hold on, that website I use has Bright right now. I'm just saying.
No, I know, but
I'm
that's
playing.
if you want to go down the illegal path. If you want to buy your stuff, then you have to. If you want if you want Netflix movies and shows, you got to subscribe to Netflix. I don't see a problem with that. I think that as a subscriber, that makes me happy. And again, I'm not trying to downplay anyone's opinion. Everyone's entitled to that, and that's awesome. I'm just saying that for me as the consumer, I'm winning. Now, if you choose not to win because you don't want to get the $10 a month, that's perfectly fine. That's your choice. That becomes a you problem, not a me problem. You understand? I think most people in the community will agree that, you know, if you're putting big AAA games into this Game Pass, it's I mean, it's an amazing opportunity to save bucks. Now, if like say for instance, how many people logistically were going to go out and buy Sea of Thieves? We don't know.
OhSnaps was actually worried about like paying $60 for that game, and then when she heard that it was going to be in Game Pass day and date, all of a sudden
day ever. I was like, I feel so much more confident about this game.
Fantastic. One less $60 purchase you have to worry about.
If I want to get a game that's digital, just say I just want to buy the game for $40 and keep it. You can't do that on some games, and it pisses me off.
On Game Pass? What are you talking about, homie?
I'm talking like on the Sony station. There's like a bunch of games that I want, and I can't get it because you have to subscribe to PS Now. So Xbox is probably going to do the same thing where they have. You said they're going to have exclusives on there.
Decline.
And then the only option for me to get it is to be forced to use Game Pass if I don't want to. Like if I own all the games on the Game Pass, I own like all the games on there because I don't want it. I don't really care about it. But if there's a game that I want to.
Are they PlayStation 3 games that you're trying to buy though, or are they PlayStation 4 games?
They're just old arcade games, and that's the only way you can buy it is if you can't even buy it. You have to subscribe to PS Now to play it.
Oh, I know you're talking about the older PlayStation games. Yeah, it's a different model. I mean, pretty much than what Xbox is doing there because. Let's be honest. The PS Now, that's their backwards compatibility. All right, so they don't really have anything where you would buy the game if it was PS3 or whatnot, and then play it on PS4 without that streaming service. So that's why it's because they're streaming, and that's the equivalent to their backwards compatibility right there. That's why you need to have the subscription to play the older games like that.
That sucks.
Does that make sense? Did I make sense? I
just don't want Xbox to steer in the direction of just locking stuff behind Game Pass. Like I'm kind of worried about that, but that's something that will probably happen in the further future. Where I'm not worried about it, but I will have it back in the back of my head this whole time, worrying about it. I guess.
But I will say, OhSnaps, we did leave all the real juicy kind of like topics, you know,
like
the
Sea of Thieves,
Game Pass, stuff like that. We left that all for you. So,
guys, I love Sea of Thieves. It's really annoying sometimes too, but yeah. What do you guys think about it?
It's fucking amazing. I love it.
Yeah, you do. You're such a critic.
Yeah, I played it so much. Like even though I've been in the alpha for over a year. During this closed beta, I played it more than I've ever played it. I was trying to play it as much as possible.
Here.
And I just had so many great experiences playing this game, got nice clips, had fun doing some streams. But yeah, I have lots of cool moments that happened, and we'll talk about when we're like sharing our like stories.
Stories.
I am going to say this. I was fortunate enough to jump into a live stream Mel was doing last Friday with Bot and a few others, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, we were laughing and joking, but I think really what stood out to me was when we were all actually doing our jobs. You know, like at one point I was standing on the edge. Yeah. I was playing music with Bot. It was funny, but, you know, I'm up in the crow's nest. I'm like, no, Mel, to the right. and someone else is looking at the map, when the team cog is turning, it is like and then don't get this the wrong way, because I know you hate your job, but it's like going to work, so to speak, you know, and we're all doing what we're supposed to do, and we're still having fun doing it. Now, granted, I don't know if that was if that particular instance was the entire game. It might get a little long in the tooth quick, but we also have to remember that we're getting less than 20% of the game, so there is so much that we don't know.
Yeah.
And the thing is this, and again, I don't want to sound like a cheapskate, but I had pre-ordered it. I canceled my pre-order, right after the Game Pass announcement. I'm like, why? Well, I don't need this game.
Yeah.
But I think that a lot of people are in the same boat as me. They're more interested to give this game a try for the $10 a month than going out and spend $65.01 after tax.
I'm curious how many people canceled their pre-orders, you know?
Yeah, that's a good question, but it's
and like, how does this affect the company also, you know, because they just said, you know what, we're putting this into Game Pass, right? So everyone's like, oh shit, I'm canceling my pre-order. Well, I'm sure not everybody, but I'm sure a lot of people did.
I know a couple people.
Yeah, so do I.
Same here, but I don't know.
I mean, the thing, well, the thing is this, Mel. G4G Media, who I'm good friends with, who a couple of weeks ago dropped a couple of videos that really broke down the numbers. Now they broke down Sony's numbers, but they also concluded that the numbers were close. Like they concluded that the PlayStation customers buy 2 games a year, right? With all the numbers that they had, and they said that they believe, based on the information that they have, that Microsoft's numbers would be either 2 or 3 games, literally the same or just slightly more, right? So if you think about the average consumer, now we're not talking about you, CBL, Supersonic, Mooch, crap. The people that do podcasts that have channels buy 10, 15, 20, 30 games a year. But that is not the average person.
Yeah.
So, a huge amount of percentage of that 75+ million PS4s that are on the market are casuals that buy those 2 and 3 games a year. They buy, Call of Duty, they buy the Grand Theft Auto, they buy the 2K, the wrestling. They don't buy a lot of games. So think if you look at it from a business point of view, and that's been the running thing. Oh my God, Microsoft's not going to money. Here's the thing: don't worry about Microsoft and their freaking billions that they have put away in their man purse. They have plenty of money. Trust me. Don't worry about Microsoft. But just think about this: how many more people will decide to jump onto Game Pass for that $10 a month? Because $10 a month, you think about it, wow, that's like Netflix. I could do $10 a month. That's not gonna, because why would you pay $65.01 for a game that you're interested in, but you're not sure you're gonna like? And then if you try to take it to GameStop, they're giving you $16 for the game you just walked out with.
20 cents.
Yeah, well, I was being generous, but I'm just saying that it just makes more sense. And whether people want to still get on board with this or not, we are moving towards a digital future. Indeed, the same way music, the same way movies, or everything is digital. Listen, you can still go out and buy your discs if you want to. I still do. When I get a deal that's too good, like first Dragon Ball Z, right? I knew I was gonna like the game, but I got it for like $46 from Amazon because of Prime. I can't walk away from that.
Hey, Boom, when it comes to Game Pass, I just want to drop a couple bombs here real quick and what I think is going to happen. Especially like since Sea of Thieves is coming out, even though like it's been popular in terms of streaming and stuff like that, you guys know big gaming media, they always find that one thing to try to destroy a game. Whether it's Quantum Break or even like Sunset Overdrive and stuff like that. Now, Quantum Break did not sell as much as it should have, in my opinion, right? Now, with having Game Pass, these future titles going on Game Pass, first of all, people who have Game Pass or paying $10 a month will be able to try these games for themselves and see that, you know, when it comes to the big gaming media, they might be bullshitting on some stuff. They might be over criticizing things and stuff like that. And it might lead to a more accepting community out there when it comes to games like this, you know?
Wait, time out. I just want to shout out Sir X-Man for the super chat. Thank you so much. I'm going to get a whistle to blow every time we get a super chat. It's going to be really loud. I'm going to be like, free, just to stop you guys from talking. And then you'll know, and you won't be like Mel's rude.
Unless this is where...
oh, man, I want to drop my other bomb. You stop, Boom. I want to drop my other bomb real quick. All right. Since these games did not sell as much as, you know, had thought, right? This streaming, or not streaming service, this subscription service will create a stream of income that will actually benefit the developers and Xbox and the gamers more. They'll get, so for every game that's an absolute hit, like Halo 5, Quantum Break took a hit.
Right.
This line of income will cushion that blow money-wise, and we will still have money to develop first-party games.
These are some amazing thoughts on Sea of Thieves. I just want to throw that out there. Continue.
Oh, yeah, Sea of Thieves, yeah. Yeah. Sea of Thieves. All right, when it comes to Sea of Thieves, I just wanted to drop those because those are things people aren't talking about with Game Pass. But anyway, Sea of Thieves, I am hyped for it. I do love what people have found in the data mine for this, how you can customize your own ships, have a harpoon gun on your ships for when you're like fighting the Kraken. I even thought about possibly if there's a ship that's trying to move away from you that you want to loot or whatever, you take that harpoon gun, shoot it, and then pull it back towards your ship. But when it comes to the beta, I was a little disappointed in the fact that it's pretty much the alpha that I've been playing, you know, on and off for over a year. I mean, it's better in terms of performance, and there's a little more polish and stuff like that in it. But I was hoping that they would give a little more of the game when it came to the beta. Now, maybe they'll do it when they do an open beta. Maybe they'll add a little bit more there. But on paper, there's a lot more content in this game than what we're playing. 80% more content from, you know, if you read the numbers and stuff like that. So I'm excited for that. I just wish the beta was a little bit more than what people who have been playing the alpha know. But other than that,
I want to say one thing that did change, and I noticed this just because, well, I had a recording on my computer for no reason whatsoever from when it was just alpha and we weren't allowed to record. But I said it didn't change much, but the boat was kind of like there. It wasn't really rocking with the water like it does now. Like the rocking of the boat changed. So, and it's a significant difference, which I didn't.
Are you saying the motion in the ocean is different now?
Yes, it is.
All right.
But that was definitely like a major difference where I was like, no, nothing's really changed. It definitely has changed because before it would look like you were standing on like I don't know what the tip of the boat is, the nose or whatever that's coming off the boat. Someone tell me the actual word for it. That'd be great. So anyway.
The bow?
Maybe.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, the bow. When you're standing on the long pointy bow, right, and you're all the way out over the water, you like when you would hit the waves and it goes down, it would not dip as much as it did before, where I had to like move my character's head up and down like my viewpoint just to make it kind of have that feel. So now it actually, like, you can actually see yourself in the boat, and I think that's why, you know, aquaphobia and all that bullshit. But anyways, we're not going to get into that right now.
I definitely noticed that too, because
okay, so it's not just me.
I was trying to snipe someone, and I was like, whoa, what's going on here? The boat, like, if there's waves now, yeah, that boat dips really.
Yeah, it's a major change. Like, I didn't think it was that much of a change, and it really is. What?
Yo, Daz in the chat. It's not the size of the liner; it's the motion of the ocean.
Wow, you guys, so mature, Xbot, so mature.
When you get drunk in Sea of Thieves, it's insane. Like,
tell us about your
hard
thoughts
it is to control.
What are your thoughts on it, and then what would you like to see changed? Or added?
Well, overall, I loved the game. Like I said, I lots of hours in during the week that I was out, and I was happy that they extended it by 2 days to make up for the people that were having issues getting on. When I was playing the game, I was making myself way to the outpost. I was playing by myself, so I had a boat, and I was just like, I'm just gonna go to an outpost and probably rob some guy because I want to be a dick right now.
That's what you said. You know what? I want to be a dick right now, so I'm gonna go rob somebody. I hope you got right.
I didn't have that many what are they called? Fucking voyages, and I didn't want to use one because I know I wasn't gonna be on that long. So I was like, I'm just gonna steal someone else's chest. So when I went to the outpost, I saw a guy get off his boat. He jumped in the water with his chest. I jumped in after him, swimming. I killed him and turned in his chest, and it made me level up. So I unlocked more
You're a dick.
voyages. Yeah, I recorded it. It was awesome. Another time, I killed this guy.
Yeah. Every story with CBL is like, I killed this guy.
I killed this guy. Stole his chest, and it was the same guy that I done. I killed him, stole his chest, and then he respawned on his boat. So I went back to his boat because when I turned in his chest, I was expecting him to follow us and try to kill me. And then I was like, I'm bored. He's not coming to kill me. So I went to his boat. He was AFK. I must have upset him or something after I killed him. So I took over. I took over as captain on his boat, and just like I raised the anchor, took sail while he was AFK, and then when he came back, we became friends.
Hey, can I just say something, CBL?
Yeah,
You're a really nice person, but karma's a bitch.
Yeah.
So one day,
you know what? It's funny that we're talking about this because I made mention of it on Friday on
trolls.
No, not so much this troll. Yeah, well, yes, pretty much. Because here's the thing. A lot of people who played The Division complained about the Dark Zone being this area where you just stepped out and you got killed, right? And it did happen to me a couple of times.
I'm gonna just jump in. This is what you were talking about on Crossfire.
Yeah,
I was listening at that point. I was like, yeah, Boom, you have a good point. And I was like, well, you know what? They have a good point too. LOL. But you have a very good point. So continue, because I did actually enjoy this conversation.
Yeah, you know what concerns me is, listen, some guy in the chat, I don't know who it was, who was like, "Oh yeah, well it's called Sea of Thieves." Well, yeah, well thanks, guy. You know, I mean, I
was just doing my job right.
That was me. I said, well, you are a pirate.
No, I know, but it's just it's yes, I'm aware that it is a game about stealing, but here's the thing: if this is locked into just a game where you're always getting robbed, like for instance, you can't always go out with a crew, right? You can't always get the small ship, get a second guy,
well,
get
if my friend Boomstick would play with me, I could always go out with
I actually did. I was there
Friday.
Did. Stream, so the streak is broken.
Yeah, that's true. Finally, he plays again.
But I do have some. Again, I'm not peeing on their parade. I'm just saying that I have concerns for the longevity of this game if it's going to be just one giant instead of, because think about this for a second. CBL's having fun with it, and yeah, he did. He did play, but if it's just going out robbing each other, right, and stealing someone's work. But like you just got into the game. I've been after this treasure chest for 2 hours. I finally find it, and I get jacked because I'm by myself or with a two-man crew or whatever. And at every time there's a potential to get jacked. I understand this. It's a game called Sea of Thieves, and you're going to steal from each other. But if that's the whole game, that's going to wear out really quick.
Yeah, I can totally see what you're saying there. Because sometimes, like, we just go on, we have fun, we play on the boat and float and what?
I was just going to say, I hope they make more servers and stuff, like different game types, because I think it'd be fun to have more than 4 friends on different boats and stuff and try to shoot each other instead of, like, all being on the same team and talking trash to each other and stuff.
Well, yeah, it does make sense. I mean, I understand that is called Sea of Thieves, but it's more of like, I know it's supposed to be the pirate experience, but yeah, there's just times where you just kick back and have fun, things like that. There's been times where I've played and we decided, yes, we're going to rob these people, or no, we're not, or we also run. So it's kind of like you get a different feel every time you approach a ship. So it's kind of cool, but I can totally see your concern.
Especially when you have like 10 chests on your bow and you're all like, it's time to avoid everybody. Fuck this shit. I have 10 chests.
So, I wonder if they, limit the amount of ships per server, because the other day we played and we didn't see anybody for
I don't
like
know
2
if this
hours.
is confirmed or not, but I've seen lots of people say that it was limited to 16 people in the server for the closed beta, but when the full game comes out, it's going to be 100 people, because the map is going to be bigger also in the full
PUBG.
game.
Oh my god!
Like we weren't playing on the full map. There's a few areas and stuff like that that aren't on the beta.
A few bits of the map, so the map's going to be bigger. There's going to be more people. It's going to be crazy, guys. Crazy.
And then
I just hope that
Boomstick
they
is just gonna start killing people just because he wants to have fun.
Yeah, well, actually, you know what? You know what I'm actually hoping for, and I know Bot's gonna really appreciate this next comment. I hope that they have some sort of a board where it has side quests that aren't major 4-hour romps that you can go out and get a treasure chest or two. You pick up a mission from this board and you go. Again, I don't know what the single player end game is going to look like. I always said from the beginning that if it follows the footsteps of a Destiny type where you can, in fact, play, on your own, which would be great. But if you wanted to bring friends, even better.
What's it?
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say, for people that say that you need a squad or you need like 3 other players, like the game is complete. Like you can play a solo. It is going to be harder because you're going to have a small ship. You're going to be lonely on the ocean. It's going to be sad. You're going to be playing music by yourself. But you're going to get over it. But it is possible. Like, the other day when I was playing it, like, I have this footage. These dickheads, like, I was on my ship by myself, and they were passing me, and I was like, oh, play music. Be nice to them. And they killed me.
Yeah.
And they had a squad. They had a big ship. So I made it my mission to track them down. And I jumped in the water, climbed up their ladder, and as they were like doing the anchor thing, all of them together, I got my gun, shot them, fucking took out my sword, killed all of them.
Dude, CBL does that, man. Do not cross him in games. He will not stop until
I don't want to see him in Sea of Thieves, man. After hearing his stories, I really don't. If I see CBL out there on the seas, I'm
going the other way.
I don't know if you've noticed this, but if you record gameplay like through the Xbox when you're playing Sea of Thieves, it also records the voice chat. Did any of you notice that?
Oh, the game chat?
Yeah.
If you're in game chat, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because when I killed all of them, all you can hear was fair play. He killed us all. Or something like that. That's all. I didn't have my mic on, so I was playing by myself, and I was like, damn right, I killed you.
Oh, that's awesome,
mess with the Irish.
I like the game
does
chat.
good. I want Rare to have a good comeback story, so I really want it to succeed.
Yeah, they need a win. They definitely need this to be a win for them. There's no doubt about it.
You guys,
being in Game Pass will help.
Yourself as Me says, I may or may not have a harpoon gun behind my front door. Slightly concerning and awesome at the same time. So real quick, the Xbox Pope has blessed us, and he said he'd like to go fishing. I totally said that. Like, I think the second day I was playing the beta, I was like, man, like, especially when you're out in the ocean, right? There's nothing to do but go straight. Someone's driving the boat. I know I'm not allowed to say those words, but they're driving the boat.
It's not a boat. It's a ship.
All right, someone's driving the boat. And then I was just like, man, I'm bored. I wish I could go fishing right now because I actually love fishing in real life. All right, that's one of my favorite things to do. It's just so relaxing. I think that would be cool. I think I would like to see. What?
That's just a good idea.
Yeah, and if you like, all right, you're on the shore. If you guys are able to interact with things like cook food and stuff like that, I'm hoping that this is something that they'll bring to the game eventually. But I don't know if it's it's out of the pirate realm. I guess I don't know. I have never really seen a pirate build a campfire, so.
I just saw something awesome if they ever did it. I don't know if they would ever do it, but if they put this on mixed reality, I would be freaking. I'd faint. I would never leave Sea of Thieves if they put that in VR.
Well, guys, at first I wasn't too thrilled with this beta. I was like, it's just like the alpha, right? I was feeling kind of indifferent about it. I was like, yeah, I like it, but I don't like. I had like mixed emotions, and the more that I played, and the more that I played with my friends, the more like different experiences we would have each time, and it made it so much fun, you guys. Like, that is what really got me with this game. Shout out to Vogel's Craig. Thank you for the super chat, Vogel. He said, is it 8 p.m. yet? I want to play Sea of Thieves and PUBG. Mel stream every Monday and Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Join the party chat on Xbox Live and join the fun. Absolutely.
Look what Xbox Pope put in there.
Vogel's is my advertising department here. Shark fishing, fuck the fish. Hey, well, shark fishing is fun too, but that's what the harpoon is gonna be for. I think you could just shoot them. You don't need a fishing pole. But I did enjoy this game the more I played with friends. Whether it was like the same friends or different friends, different groups. It made it more and more fun each time. And I think I really enjoy getting drunk on grog, so I like to call it groggy. But did you guys experience any issues with the game closing down? Because I know,
force closing.
Yeah, well, it kept like not even
me.
that. Like, it just kept going to like the main game screen. What day is today? Wednesday, Monday. Monday was the first time I experienced any problems like that. And I kept getting kicked out of the game over and over, and it was really pissing me off.
I must have been super lucky then, because I didn't run into any issues like that. Once I was in the game, I was in the game until I decided to go off.
Yeah, that's the first time it happened to me. So, I mean, other than that, I hadn't really had any issues with this game. How about you guys?
No, nothing. I only played about 5 hours. I didn't want to OD on the beta. I want to experience it with fresh eyes when the game comes out in March.
Same here. I barely touched it because I just want to wait for the whole thing to come out, so I didn't play it that long.
That's what I was planning on doing. That's why I barely played much of the alpha. I only peeked at it every now and again to see what was changing. But when I played the closed beta, I was playing with my friend for the first time because he had a code. He wasn't in the alpha, so I was playing with him. And I was just having so much fun. I just started going on it more. Even though I know I probably should have kept some surprises. I know they don't have a lot in the game, but I just had a great time overall. I was happy I played anyway, so...
I think we're going to be pleasantly surprised once the game comes out officially on what's actually in the game.
I did enjoy it. The more I played it, I still have not found the Pope's book. Pope, if you could, let me know in the chat what island that is at. I think it's at Scurvy Island or Isle, but I'm not sure. And then I tried to beg and plead that we go there, but nobody was listening to Mel because that's, so what they do. They just ignore me. So I definitely want to do that tonight before the beta is over. I want to find the Pope's book.
It's over.
His name. No, it's tonight, isn't it?
No, I was on it this morning when it got turned off.
Son of a bitch!
I was chilling in the pub having a drink with people, and then enemies came and they were having a drink, and then we took out our guns and killed them. You just
ruined my day. I hope you're happy. You're welcome.
Ruined.
Supersonic, did you have any issues?
None, but like I said, I didn't play it that long.
You're fired.
But it was kind of annoying. The first day the beta came out, IGN's big article was people are having trouble getting in beta or is it beta or alpha?
Someone, I don't know if it was IGN or Polygon or which one it was, GameSpot. Someone did a 32-second video. I think it was you who put it in the chat, but I'm not even sure. A 32-second video about not being able to get on. No help at all.
I'm like, this is why they call it a beta and a stress test for the servers. It's going to happen on betas, but that's just stupid that they posted that video. It's dumb.
Yeah.
It's just to downplay the game.
Oh, it was just for, quick views. 32-second video. That was some bullshit, and that made me mad. But Anyways, that's
So what
really
would you
good.
like to see change in the game? Like, from me playing it, I think they really need to like up the skeletons or add other types, because the skeletons just seem like they're there just to give you something to hit while you look for treasure. Most of the time they're just annoying because they're not even challenging. So they really need to like even when I was playing it in the alpha, I was like, is the skeletons the only enemy? Like, they don't really do anything.
Dude, wait! When the real game comes out, there's a faction that you do voyages for that it's more of the occult or magic side of things, and instead of getting treasure, you're getting the skulls of famous pirates. So it'll be like a boss battle type thing where you have to take out that pirate. That pirate's going to be stronger and stuff like that. So when it comes to the skeletons, I think they put them in when it came to the alpha and the beta just because like those are going to be common. But I think there is going to be uncommon enemies as well, such as like, you know, that head pirate, you know, that you're looking for their skull and probably other animals and stuff like that as well.
PSN Down says, don't forget Major Nelson was pretending to play Sea of Thieves while streaming on Mixer. I saw his Mixer stream. I didn't watch it, but you know how it's like certain ones are showcased on the Xbox, right? So it looked like he was just ahead. So I'm like, maybe he's right. Maybe he was pretending to play.
He passed out on the thing like 100 did.
Huh?
He passed out on his stream like 100 Intermediate Gaming did.
There you go. Mr. Miz says, after Sea of Thieves beta, I got a refund, bought Monster Hunter, and I will get Sea of Thieves on Game Pass for $10. That's a great choice.
Yeah.
That's smart.
You know, real quick on the Sea of Thieves, I would like to see coins when you kill like skeletons or sharks or something. Some type of progression where you earn XP maybe. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, I want to see Scooby-Doo's ghost pirate ship in the game.
Oh boy. Xbot, did you get to say your thoughts on Sea of Thieves and things that you would like to see changed? Any issues you encountered?
I mean, I really can't say anything I would like to see changed. I think everything is well, I think everything is pretty good right now. Like I said, it's only 20% of the game. There's going to be, you know, there's going to be a Kraken in there. I believe there's going to be something called sirens, you know, on some of the rocks out in the water. Of course, I'm going for those pirate skulls. I'm going, that's where I want to really kind of like progress my pirate is going for the more occult kind of like treasures and stuff like that. The customization is great. As a guy pirate, I could wear a dress, and that was awesome because the most manly pirate,
to be honest,
the most manly pirate is the pirate with a dress on. I mean, it's just the facts, guys.
Do you shave your legs? Is what I want to know.
Do pirates shave their legs?
Oh, that is one thing I don't like. Is
he's wearing a dress? He better.
Is your random characters? I don't like that. I want just to be able to pick a character and then customize them.
Well, I'm sure.
Oh no, it's not going to be random on the full game. You're going to have your pirate that you customize, you create the look for, and then you know you get the stuff after that. So
okay, that's cool then.
All right, but there's a lot coming in the full game, and I you know, like I said with the beta, they only gave you that kind of like, all right, they gave you more than 20%. They gave you 22% instead of 20%. All right. I really can't say anything that they should change or anything like that until the full game comes out, and I get to battle the Kraken, and I get to choose between the 3 factions, and I progress everything that way, and I customize my ship, and I shoot OhSnaps with a harpoon gun, you know, stuff like that. You know, until I get to do all that, I really can't say any changes.
Rain asks, will there be bar fights? There are bars in the game, so I'm sure that'll happen.
There's they're gonna just throw.
We threw up all over the bar. We threw up all over the bar.
In your
by
bucket,
the way,
throw it at Xbot. There you go.
I got a fancy bucket too. I have like a gold and blue bucket that I throw up in.
Well, I have a fancy tankard, so suck it. Yeah. Anything else you guys want to add to this before we move? Yeah, sure. Anything else you guys want to add to this before we move on?
No.
Cool, because I wanted to go back to Monster Hunter real quick. Someone mentioned in the chat, and I already lost my train of thought on that, who it was. Said that they were canceling their Sea of Thieves so they can get it on Game Pass. It was Mr. Miz, and he bought Monster Hunter. So I'm curious, what do you guys think about Monster Hunter? If anybody picked it up, did anyone pick it up? I know Boomstick had.
I picked it up.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Boomstick, do you have it?
Yes, I put about 11 hours into it so far.
Okay, that's what I like to hear. I want to know your guys' thoughts on it and if you think it's worth the price. So I'm gonna start with Boomstick and then we're gonna go over to CBL. And I don't think that Supersonic picked it up since he didn't respond. And I know obviously
I don't have it. It's just not my type of game, but it is for some people.
I'm seeing Monster Hunter is awesome already. So go ahead. Boom.
Yeah, I mean, well, first and foremost, right out of the gate, it's Xbox One X enhanced, which is great, and it has the HDR support. The game looks stunning. It is really. Was really taken aback at how good the game looks. Like I said, I put 11 hours into it. Now, here's the thing: this game is definitely not for everyone, like Supersonic said. It is. Mm-hmm. It has a slow burn, and there is a grind in this game, and there's a lot of rinse and repeat stuff. I mean, I'm only 11 hours in. I don't know if this game is for someone who doesn't want to grind for their equipment to make their own stuff. This may not be for you. I've already put it down to take a bit of a break from it and went back to Assassin's Creed because of the new DLC. But I mean, like I said, you do get the customization in this game is fantastic. I mean, you can customize pretty much everything. The amount of weapons you're able to use, which you can switch at right before you do a mission. The thing that sucks a little bit is that there's no saving during the mission. Meaning that if you get knocked out or you get killed 3 times, that's the mission is over. You could be playing for 2 hours and all of that stuff is gone.
Oh, that's dookie.
So that, yeah.
But it usually only takes like an hour, like half an hour, because all your missions are timed with 50 minutes.
Yeah, 50. You have 50 minutes to complete the mission, which they're all timed. I'm gonna be honest with you, I do not dig that at all. I hate being under a time limit. It reminds me of playing Dead Rising in the original, where you had to do everything in a time limit. I wish it was more open world-esque, where you could just go out there, explore, and there's no time. You can just go out and find creatures.
You can do that though. Like when you're not doing missions, you can go on the expeditions or whatever they're called.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the main focus of the game is to play the missions within the game. I have not played with anyone else. I know that there's up to 4 people you can team up with, so I'm sure it'd be fun. But it is a lot of rinse and repeat. Pick a mission. You have to find this creature. Okay, so now you track them. And then you're finding footprints, you're finding rubs against walls, or you're finding scrapes on the floor. Then once you find enough clues, it points you directly to the monster. You find the monster, you fight him, he runs off. You find him again, you fight him, he runs off. You fight him, you kill him, you take his pieces, and you go back to the main base. It's a lot of that. So I don't know if this is going to be for everyone. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I kind of wish this was in Game Pass.
Well,
but Boom. No, I was gonna ask because Boom. I watched some of the reviews on it and I saw like some of like the history of Monster Hunter. Isn't there something like 14 weapons that you have right in the beginning? And
yes,
different classes. Yeah,
yes. They are definitely all different. So like in terms of the grinding and the rinsing and repeating and stuff like that. So you can use like your heavy sword, on one interaction with them until they run off, and then you can switch your weapons and have it be a totally different fight, right?
No, you can't switch weapons. You're talking about actually you have to change your equipment at the beginning where the tent is. You can't. Like I know exactly what you were going with, where you had access to 14 weapons. You can immediately just you have to pick your main weapon before you go on the mission. And if you want to change it, you can go back without. I don't think it would hurt. What you've already found. But the problem is that there's a time limit, and if you exceed the time limit, the mission fails.
Okay. I
So you got to be
Damn.
really strategic with the equipment that you're picking. That's if it was where you had access to 14 weapons by just hitting the start button and changing, that would be great.
I could see myself getting pissed off at that.
Yeah, the time I don't like the time limit at all. You know what? I've only had one actually timeout, but I was fighting a monster by myself. He was one of the big ones. And he kept running away, and I'm like, here's flashing on the screen. You have 10 minutes. You have 5 minutes, and I'm like, I can't. I've been playing this for almost an hour. If I lose,
did you not want to shoot a SOS into the air to get someone to come in and help you?
You know what? You can do that. You can ask for help, but that's not a guarantee. You know what I'm saying?
I did it earlier, and someone within a minute joined my game.
Okay. I mean, I have not asked for help, which is another aspect to the game that I failed to mention. You take it away, CBL. Talk about that.
Yeah, like I've played Monster Hunter in the past. Like I'm not an expert or anything like that. My friend, he loves Monster Hunter, and he's played all of the games. I got the one that came out on the Wii U a few years ago, and you were able to play with people on the 3DS. Like I had cross-play because it was the same game, one for the Wii U and one for the 3DS. So I played a little bit of that, so I knew what Monster Hunter was. I only played a little bit. I didn't like complete the game by any means. But I guess I had a little bit more experience than some people if they've never touched Monster Hunter coming into this game. But the one thing Monster Hunter is well known and famous for is its co-op. When people mostly get Monster Hunters to co-op with each other, for the last few years, Monster Hunter has been exclusive to the 3DS family, to Nintendo systems. So everyone that got one of them were always playing it with their friends locally, like that type of thing. So now with being on the Xbox and PlayStation 4, you can easily just play online with people. I've played one match. Well, I done one quest with my friend, and it was pretty fun. He was a much higher rank than me, so he was just helping me do some grinding and catching up because he got the game when it came out. I only got it the other day. But when you are doing missions by yourself, you do get the ability to shoot a flare up in the air if you're having trouble or you're running out of time and you know you can't do it. That was what happened to me. I wasn't able to track the monster fast enough, and I was running out of time before I even found it. So I shot a flare up into the air, and then like a minute later, someone joined my game, and then they helped me kill the monster in time. And it was a success.
Cool. So what do they get? Like a notification saying, hey, someone needs help. Do you want to join them? How does that work?
There's a lobby.
Yes.
Well, like there's a free, like a little area where you can go around with your character. You can go to a notice board. And then it has SOS things where you can find people that are calling for help.
That's pretty awesome.
No, the social aspect is cool, for sure.
Yeah, you can see what mission they're doing, how long is left in their mission that they're doing. Because if you join a mission and there's only like a minute left, you're not really going to get much of a reward. For doing it. So they can just help you. They'll spawn in your game.
Now, does a reward change based on how long you've helped somebody?
Well, I don't know too much about the rewards for helping people. Because I only got someone to help me. I haven't helped anyone yet, and I don't think I will be until I learn a lot more about the game. Yeah. So,
are you enjoying but I know that it for the price?
Yeah, Monster Hunter gameplay is solid. It's fun, and when you're fighting some of these joint ass monsters, like it's just something no other game really has. Especially when you can do a co-op with other people.
Okay. And do you feel it's worth $60?
Yeah, because like Boom said, this is like it has the whole grinding effect, like Destiny, MMOs and stuff like that, Borderlands. As long as you like making your character stronger constantly, getting better loot, and you don't mind redoing certain quests over and over again, because you're having fun doing it in general. Well, then this is a game where you're going to get hundreds of hours easily.
Yeah, you'll get your money worth for sure. Yep.
Did you say you're having fun doing it general?
No, like you have fun, like doing the combat, like fighting all the monsters and just spending time with your friends in this game. You'll always have something to redo.
Oh, shoot, hashtag fun.
And they already said there's going to be 3 additional monsters getting added to the game post-release. In big joint-ass ancient dragon getting added to the game in the next few weeks or months or something like that. Not too far away.
Now, ancient dragon, do you mean like a Chinese dragon, like the long serpentine, or do you mean a medieval dragon?
Ancient dragon with Chinese chopsticks, and he's going to be all like...
Yeah, that's racist, sir. That's racist. I don't appreciate that.
You laughed.
Now, boom, boom. Do you feel that this game is worth $60? Like, just playing it. You said you have 11 hours in it.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Look, I'm not sorry I bought it. I didn't pay $60 for it. I got it through Amazon, so I got a deal. I'm not actually sorry I bought it. It's just that it's a game. I don't know if I could put 100 hours into this game. I mean, it's again, depending on what weapons you use. You know, if you want fast weapons, they don't do a lot of damage. And at least where I've gotten to, there's not a gigantic variety in the creatures. You know, and that could be just because where I'm at. Yeah, I've seen them all. But it's look. Like I said, I wish there was a demo for this so people could try it.
Me
because
too.
I don't know if this is for everyone. I mean, I purchased, like Dean said, I had the one for the 3DS, and I hated it. So I was really on the fence about this. Yeah, I got this one because I'm like, okay, it's on the Xbox One. You know, I definitely be able to play with some people that I know are going to get it. But I don't know if I could play this game every day. That's just me.
See,
What's it?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
well, you know, we've been offered the game, and I was kind of like, you know, if you want to do a giveaway for it, stuff like that. A couple of people offered it, and I really feel like right now, like, I want to try the game. Like, a demo would be great, but I know that right now I'm in love with PUBG. I feel like I'm going to be in love with PUBG forever, but obviously that's not the case. It's going to change eventually, but I enjoy PUBG that much that I still go back to it every chance I get. So I'm still enjoying that, and I feel like if there's something like that's gonna pull me away from PUBG, it's gotta be really epic. Like, I've played Sea of Thieves, you know, and Xbox like, you can't play PUBG on every stream. I said, watch me, because I will play PUBG on every stream because I have fun, and there's people who are playing it with me. And then when everybody stops playing it, then I might move on, but we all have fun. So Monster Hunter, well,
I have one more thing to say about Monster Hunter and fun, and if it's worth it for the money.
Okay.
Monster Hunter is a game that you're gonna get because you're gonna be playing it multiplayer. This is like, even myself, I don't enjoy it. Like, I won't really go on to play it solo unless I have someone on. It's a completely different experience. It's one of those games where you need to play it with at least one person or have your other 3 friends or something like that. It's just so much more fun because it's not very fun going around hunting a monster, doing this mission over and over for 20 minutes and stuff like that if you're by yourself. But if you're playing it with friends, you just joke, you just have a good time, you can do emotes and all that shit. Like, it's completely different when you're playing it solo to when you're playing it with people. Like, The Division, like Destiny, like Borderlands. Like, Borderlands is a game I will not play if I'm not playing it with someone because I just don't have fun playing Borderlands solo. But if I'm playing it with a friend, it's completely different.
Why do all these games have emotes these days? Is this because
they're
social
cool.
media? Is this what our
They can sell
society
emotes.
come to? All the games have to have
Overwatch.
emotes.
I mean, it has. I think it really goes back to Destiny is the originator of this, where, you know, the emotes are cool, they're fun. You know what I'm saying? People dance and whatever. So I mean, it's interesting for sure, but you know, it doesn't hinder the game or ruin it in a way. So, you know, it's just something they added to the game to make it fun. Hashtag fun.
Well, now, Supersonic, you're not planning on getting this game?
That is correct, ma'am. I have no intention of ever playing this game ever.
It's not enticing to you whatsoever.
Nope.
Okay. How about you,
Well,
Xbox?
I know people like it, so more power to you. So
I'm interested in this game. My bad, Super.
No,
but
he acted like he was done, then he wanted to talk.
Yeah, like there was a low volume and then it came back up. But no, I'm interested in this game. I just I know there's a following for Monster Hunter, and those people are ready to throw down that $60, no doubt. I'm just not sure about the $60 price tag. So I'm interested to see what it's all about. I'm interested in trying it out, but I'm just not interested in paying full price for it. So if down the line, you know, it gets discounted quickly or something like that, then I might look into it. Until then, I just I don't think that's the $60 chance I want to take right now. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, might I recommend you check out some streams from your friends? I see you have friends all the time streaming it. That's always a option.
I didn't see that they're streaming this game.
Bro, yesterday it popped up like 3 times while I was up till 3:30 in the morning watching YouTube.
Bro, but what was I
like
doing,
an
bro?
actual gamer watching YouTube.
I mean, you could always go and watch my videos on, you know, my channel on YouTube and watch the gameplay in the background.
There
Just throwing that out there.
Rain in the chat. He asked what I mean by those people, and of course, Rain, I am talking about circus midgets.
Yes,
of course.
I'm glad you cleared that up because I was having questions also.
Now I have questions.
I've had it up to here with the likes of you people. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oops.
I thought you were a circus midget. Yeah.
I wanted the best of the best of the best, sir.
Midget tossing is a sport.
It is.
When I have more time, I'm totally gonna check out some gameplay for Monster Hunter. I really haven't. I saw a little bit, literally like maybe 2 minutes.
Possibly buying it? Or
not at this point.
I put it to this way, Mel. I really think that after a month, maybe 6 weeks, this will be $30.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Like I know everybody's having a great time with it. I really.
It's already shipped 5 million units.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's a super popular game.
But, like I say, it's shipped or sold at least 1 million. If it's shipped 5, like at least 1 million had to have been sold. It's a very big game in Japan.
Yes.
And stuff like that. So it's definitely selling well, like extremely well.
Yeah, I mean the reason why I'm waiting is because, like I said, I really love PUBG. I'm not ready to stop playing that. And what I do is I'll get a game and then I'll never play it again. So I want to be able to give it the time that it deserves, and I'll probably pick it up when it is on sale. That being said, we're gonna move on because it's already 12:17. So real quick, did you guys talk about the Suicide Forest game?
What game?
Suicide Forest.
Game of the year?
So since obviously you guys didn't talk about that yet, I'm gonna hand the reins over to Supersonic Station for a moment so he can kind of explain what this is if people in the chat do not know what it is.
Oh, if you were on Xbox One yesterday, there was a game. What was it called? Suicide Forest. The thing. Someone made a game after the Paul Logan video. That nerdy airhead surfer dude, or I don't really know him. I don't watch him, but he did that video.
Just call him the dickhead.
Yeah, the dickhead. He made the video of the dead corpse. He went to Suicide Forest in Japan, so he made a video and put the video on YouTube for everyone to see a dead body. So it got removed right away. So
not right away. Let's be real here. Like
right,
to money.
Friendly.
So.
You are correct. But some dude makes this. It's not funny. Suicide's not a laughing matter, but
no, it's not.
This stupid game. Oh my god! This guy made this game on Unity Engine, and it got through to the Microsoft Store. And I just saw someone tweeting Major Nelson pictures of some guy hanging, and saying his kid like got on there or something. And then Major Nelson's like, "We're taking it down right away." So I was just curious. I downloaded it, and it's the cheesiest freaking game. Like the people look like the people from Friday the 13th game.
And it runs like shit.
Yeah, he runs like crap, and there's this camera guy following you, and
5 frames per second.
If the wolves get you, the dogs like hump you.
Yeah.
And then if you find the dead body hanging from a tree, then you get a bunch of subs, and that's the end of the game. It's so stupid.
I know that sounds really stupid, right? But all right, look at it on this aspect. Like, if people like their kids are like, "Oh, this is a free game." If you look at this game, it looks cartoony. Granted, it says the Suicide Forest. That obviously implements some negativity, but it's free, so kids will download it. I know our kids probably have it downloaded. Maybe not. They're not supposed to download anything without permission. But how the hell did this game get on Xbox without nobody looking into it?
That's a great question. That's really the good question there.
It's the integration. It's the integration of Microsoft Store and Xbox Store put together. It came through. I can almost guarantee it got into the store through the PC.
You think so?
Yeah, I am 90% sure
these
that's the way it
games
is.
that are put into the games library. Like, there's nothing that they have to pass. Like, right now, I can make a game about dildos and just put it up on Xbox. Is that what you're saying?
Awesome. Do it, Mel.
I don't know how to. But if somebody does that and they put it on the Xbox store, please let me know so I can download it. Anyway.
Do you get 1,000-point achievements? That's what I want to know.
There you go. I did check out this game, and I took some screenshots of it so I could look at it, and it was a little bit like I didn't even play the game, and I was just like, whoa, this is crazy. So like Supersonic posted about it, and then like I didn't think it was like that serious, but the reality is that's pretty concerning that something like that can get on it, especially with all the controversy around the whole Logan Paul situation and everything like that. Like, if you guys followed the story, I don't know. I've heard about it.
El Boogie in the chat said, "What would be the objective of said dildo game?"
I can submit the storyline to you later. Can't talk about it.
NDA right now.
I am going to say this in regards to the game. First of all, it is terrible, but what is hilarious is that they have that stupid hat on his head.
Yeah. They also had voice.
Is it a frog? Is it what is it? That's on the character's head.
CBL, you are correct. They have his voice in it, and they have a huge picture of PewDiePie in it, saying, with 2 anime girls saying, "Don't go for real girls, don't go for fake girls, go for impregnated, or get impregnated by something." I don't remember what it said.
Wow, can this game get any more controversial?
Does anyone have a snapshot of the description of the game? Because they had descriptions, they had screenshots, they had videos, all on the Xbox.
I can read the description.
It says play as a vlogger or something like that.
Playing as vlogger, you are going to explore the Akagora forest, searching for bodies in order to get millions of views on your channel. The forest is full of danger, so you got to be careful. Otherwise, you may become one of the bodies you can film. That's all they have. If you download it on your phone, I don't know if it changes from the Microsoft Store on your phone versus the Xbox itself. So, but that's all it says there.
Yeah,
I searched the store on Xbox and I couldn't find it. I think I was late.
Yeah.
All you had to do is scroll through and you could see a guy hanging from a rope from a tree, and it says Suicide Forest. And you're like, what the hell? But yeah, I could imagine some parents getting really angry about that because it was not even rated.
Yeah, like I get pissed if I walked in and, all right, because our kids don't always listen, right? They're like Slender Man and dumb stuff like that. So we tell them they can't download anything without letting us know. Thankfully, I get emailed, so I haven't seen any emails. But if I walked in and I saw them trying to hang themselves from a tree, I'd get really pissed off. As a parent, I would get really angry. I understand that it's a game, but that game was made for a purpose. It was, someone being an asshole. And I would get really angry if I saw people hanging in dead bodies. Like, because my kids, yeah, it's cartoony. They're going to think it's cool. That's not cool. What? Who's laughing? Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing. Hacky Sack said, Uncharted 5, Drake's dildo.
Where did the show go wrong today? I think it's my fault.
I think if it was on a different subject, like if Paul Logan really wouldn't have really did that, it wouldn't be super that big of a deal. But just because he did it, because I've made worse stuff on Project Spark because I used to make horror games on there with people hanging like 13 ghosts and stuff, the girl that hangs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've made stuff like that, but I mean, this is based off after that heated subject of him going to finding a dead body and putting it on YouTube live for everyone to see.
Rain says, "What if someone was an actual asshole?"
That would be frightening.
How do we go from talking about dildos to assholes?
Off the rails, right before we sign off. I knew
Sonic,
it was coming.
You can't see the connection there, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, this is ridiculous. Okay, well, you know, my biggest thing is, what the hell, Microsoft, do something to approve these games prior to them being posted in your store, free or not free. That's crazy. Also, like, I know we don't have a lot of time. Like, right now, I don't care how long we go because I didn't get to talk much, and I'm sorry we were late today. It's my fault. But really quickly, if you guys want to dive into Microsoft possibly buying EA, that's some crazy potential. So I'm going to hand this over to Xbot.
Yo. All right. There's a rumor out that, well, first of all, this article came out from Polygon that was talking about
my favorite people.
Xbox's first party troubles, right? And then within that, they had a rumor mill of stuff that Xbox might be wanting to buy, right? Supposedly it's from somebody close to Xbox, came out and said that they're looking to make a big splash in the gaming industry, and they tossed out 3 names: EA, Valve, and PUBG Corp. Now, when this first came about, I gotta put this in proper context. With me, any other time besides like this big Game Pass announcement, anything before this whole big Game Pass announcement, if somebody came up to me and told me that Microsoft is looking to buy EA, I would have laughed. I would have downright laughed and said, you know, there's no way in hell, right? Mm-hmm. But with what Microsoft is trying to do with Game Pass, having the first party games available day and date and stuff like that, I took a look at what purchasing EA, which is, let's be honest here, that's the biggest name. That's what most people are talking about. Between EA, Valve, and PUBG Corp, people are really talking about the EA thing because it's huge. EA as a publisher, they have games like Madden, FIFA. They have that contract with Disney for Star Wars. They do Battlefield. There is a lot of games. Anthem, which is supposed to be coming out either this year, early 2019 or whatnot. So EA as a publisher has a lot of games, right? Now, I want to throw it out there that none of this has been confirmed either. Right? There's been rumors and rumors of rumors and certain kind of like financial filings and stuff like that, but nothing has been concrete that this is going on. So this is all hypothetical, guys. I don't want to see people in the chat like, but this is not, no, it's all hypothetical. Like none of this has actually like
it has
taken
not
place.
been confirmed.
All right. I just want to piggyback on what you were saying because there was some information that came down that EA had a shareholders meeting. I believe that happened yesterday. And also there was a letter that got out there that they were selling off some of their stock. So, when you start hearing, like I think Xbox might have said this a few times, where there's smoke, there's fire. And again, he's hit the nail on the head in regards to what Microsoft may want to do with Game Pass moving forward. Because think about this just for a hot second. I'm gonna close down this thing. Most Xbox fans are like, okay, this is great. We're gonna get all of these games. We're gonna get the Maddens. They're all gonna be exclusive. The FIFAs. Look. That's not gonna happen because they want to make money. But I am going to say this. The same way Minecraft is on everything, you're going to see Madden, you're going to see NHL, you're going to see the NBA Live, all their sports titles, their main titles are probably going to stay multi-plat because they're going to need to make this money back. And they probably could make this money back in a matter of 2 or 3 years. But this is where it gets interesting. Just imagine for a second that they go back and they say, okay, we're going to go back to our roots because we want to sell consoles. They make Titanfall 3 exclusive. They get their shit together with Mass Effect. They make the next Mass Effect exclusive to the Xbox platform. And they go even further and say, okay, you know what? Anthem, if you want to play Anthem, you got to own an Xbox. And the reality is that would be a power move that would not only cement the Game Pass subscriptions, because these would be considered in that under that umbrella of first party, day and date, Titanfall 3 in Game Pass if they own it. But this would make the system, they're massively behind the PlayStation 4. I mean, it's almost like a 2-to-1 thing. Just if you had powerful, big, strong third parties, which would now be considered first party titles coming out for your Game Pass that were exclusive only to the Xbox, you would sell a lot more Xboxes. That's just something to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here's the thing. When it comes to Game Pass, and Phil Spencer has come out, Satya Nadella has come out and said that, you know, their premise, their future for this is a Netflix-based service. Now, to have a Netflix-based video game service, you need a bunch of video games.
Yes.
All right? And yep. I know, as being somebody who loves like NBA 2K, which I know that's 2K games, but it's a sport game that comes out every year. And having friends who love like Madden and FIFA, one of the things that they hate about having this yearly drop of a game, you know, you get Madden 2018, Madden 2019, every year there's a new Madden, is the fact that their old Madden, when they go to trade it in, physical disc, is worth nothing.
Yes, correct.
Nothing.
Yep.
As soon as they get to the launch of the new Madden, the old Madden is like $2. So yeah. Having Madden's, NBA Live's, FIFA, and stuff like that on a Game Pass, which is available day and date as a subscription service, a lot of people who love Madden, a lot of people who love FIFA will look at that service and be like, man, I have to get that, because then they don't have to worry about trading in the previous year. They can keep it if they want, if it stays in Game Pass. Or, but then they'll have the newest Madden, the newest FIFA, day and date with their subscription service. That would be a huge deal. And like I said, if this were ever to happen, all right, that would be something huge.
Yes, absolutely. It would put the industry in the direction that it's never gone before. And obviously, we know that games as a service is a big deal. It's it's going to be Microsoft's, so to speak, claim to fame, because if we can get 4 to 6 first quality, first party, Microsoft Studio games, and then you add a company like EA, you logistically could have a AAA game each and every month coming to Game Pass that you're going to want to pay that $10 for.
See, my whole thing is, I know Crap has said this and stuff like that. People are like, well, you're going to need new releases every month for Game Pass. I don't think so, because here's the deal. Netflix, all right, you have a movie or you have a series, right? There's people who sit down and they binge on a series, yep, like Stranger Things or something like that. But the movie Bright is only about, 2 hours long?
Yeah, just a little under. Yeah, right. It's a fantastic film.
It'll take longer to beat a game.
Yes.
All right. So you don't need to have a game drop every month on Game Pass just because games take up more time, especially if you want to beat it. You want to go through the entire game. It's going to take you more than a couple hours or so. So I don't feel in that case, Game Pass needs to be like Netflix. Like, as long as they have a huge library to pick from, and when those first parties drop, and then with this whole EA thing, if that does ever happen, having like the Madden and the FIFA and stuff like that be available at their worldwide launch in Game Pass, I think that's more than enough for now. I don't think they need to have a new game in every month just because they have 162 games now. There's at least 5 more coming from first party. And then, like I said, if this EA thing happens, this puts the value through the roof. And I think that would be more than enough, you know, on a year-round basis, you know, to fuel more subscriptions, have more people enjoying more games. I think it would be an incredible win.
Yes, and I actually just want to add something before I lose my chain of thought. Sorry, Bot. It doesn't have to be a AAA $60 million title either.
Yes, it does.
No, I don't think it really does. I think that if you put Ori and the Will of the Wisps on there,
which it will be.
Which it will be. I'm saying, but if you put games like that where, okay, the budget was $10 million or the budget was $15 million, it doesn't have to be a AAA $60 million title to be considered a good game worthy of being on Game Pass day and date. I just think that that's a way they could fill the gap in between these gigantic releases.
I just don't believe any of it, like, whatsoever. But if that were to happen, I think Valve would actually be way smarter than.
I don't think so.
It makes way more sense to me if they're, because one day they are going to bring mixed reality to Xbox, and all the VR stuff is on Steam.
Yeah, but see, it depends on what Valve you're getting. Are you getting Valve the developer, or are you getting Steam?
Hold on, Supersonic. I know you love VR and everything like that, but business decision wise, if I had EA on my table and I had Valve on my table,
EA automatic.
EA in terms of consoles, unless with
Warner
Valve,
Brothers all the way.
Steam. Unless with Valve you're getting Steam, because let's be honest, the Microsoft Store, people don't like it on the PC. People do not like it on the PC. They run to Steam. So, like, that would be the main kind of like diamond in the whole Valve thing. Now, VR would be great, but it's not mainstream yet, man. I know you love VR, but we're talking like, you know, business sense, the everyday gamer sense as well.
I just want Left 4 Dead 3. That's all I'm going to say about this. Continue, Xbox.
Yeah. I mean, supposedly that's in development.
That's not just VR. I mean, if they did that, they would have the biggest library like ever. But
yeah, that's if Steam was involved in that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, we don't know that was not mentioned. They said Valve. They didn't say nothing about Steam. That would make sense.
Half-Life 3 is in development also. So.
I just don't believe any of it. I think it's all just stupid.
Half-Life 3 is in development. Did he just say that?
It's confirmed right here, right now.
20 years later.
We're finally learning how to count the tree. And while we're at it, Portal 3 is also in development.
Hey, Sack said in the chat, Half-Life 3 Xbox exclusive. Heard it here first. So we have proof.
That would be a big one if they did have that. But no PC gamer or most companies, no one would take Microsoft like doing PC gaming seriously because of the Windows Store and stuff like that, and because they abandoned it for a few years with the whole 360 and stuff, and now they want to get back into it. A big way to do that would be by owning Steam.
Yeah. Own Steam, leave it the way it is, let it run the way it's been running, and just, you know, behind the curtain, you know, it's like the Wizard of Oz. You know, people, they love that impression of, you know, what Steam is as a store, but you know, behind that screen, you got you know, little Satya Nadella, you know, pushing levers and stuff because it's owned by Microsoft. I mean, that would be fine, you know.
Let's just hope they go all out and buy EA and Valve. Like, fuck it.
Well, guys, people are saying that they have this money. Of course, they're a profitable corporation, but they have this extra money because of Donald Trump's tax breaks and how it gives more money to the rich and to corporations and stuff like that. So now they have more money in their vault than they even anticipated, and they are looking to spend, which is another thing that makes sense. It's like, oh my goodness, you know, like I said before, I would have laughed. I would have laughed you off stage if before Game Pass you're like Xbox is gonna buy EA. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? But now with what they're trying to do with Game Pass, it makes sense. And now they have more money in kind of like their vault that they push over to the side because of Trump's tax breaks. Makes sense. So I see them shopping around for something big. And if it is EA, oh my goodness, that would be huge, man.
Yeah.
I think everyone's overreacting over a rumor that just one person said. Like,
yeah, but you know that the reason why people are overreacting, Super, is because this guy, the inside guy that, well, besides it making sense, the guy that dropped this information has leaked information this big before that came true.
Like what?
Game Pass. When they were talking about Game Pass originally, that was leaked by this guy, and he's and one other one which I don't recall, but he's leaked some pretty big information.
So he predicted Xbox would do a streaming service. Wow.
I don't know, and I don't know when that's ever going to come about, but they're buying up a lot of tech companies, so it could come sooner than later. But you know what? There was a story that no one mentioned the entire time we were talking about this that happened about 2 weeks ago where it clearly stated Microsoft is opening up the checkbook. And this is their way of, okay, they made a few mistakes, quite a few of them. They, and they're in a position they're in because of what choices they made. But if they're buying up stuff to make the Game Pass program work,
exactly, they have to do that. They have to make big splashes in order to kind of fill out that library. 162 games is great. Having first party day and date is great, but at the end of the day, what do the casual gamers go for? Multi-plat, right?
Yes.
You need that third party. You need those titles that people will buy across the board, and you can still sell them on either Nintendo Switch or PlayStation or whatever. But to have them in the Game Pass on their worldwide launch would be a huge advantage moving into the future. Of video games, man. It's a no-brainer.
Think about how many people would sub Game Pass if the next Battlefield was in there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's ridiculous. The game, not everyone's going to buy that game, but if you had access to it because you were part of Game Pass, maybe that Need for Speed game that you were like, nah, I'm not a racer fan. But if you had Game Pass, well, now I get to play it the same way people who are on the fence or were definitely against Sea of Thieves are now going to be playing it. And I'm like, wow, you know what? I'm glad I got Game Pass because I wouldn't have bought this game and I'm enjoying it. And that's how the subs just keep going and going and going.
And boom, one other thing I want to put on top of that is when you talked about like Battlefield, now Star Wars Battlefront or Battlefront 2, if games like those went into Game Pass day and date, it would also increase the longevity or the lifetime of that game because it's now a part of a subscription service that even people who weren't interested in that game at some point in time might look at it and be like, you know what? I'm paying for this subscription service. Let's see what all this hype is about. Let's see about the positive or the negative. Let me try that game.
Yep.
And quick, before guys, you know it, you have – what did I do? I didn't do it. All right, fine.
You just – talk a lot sometimes, and I just want to say something. So in the chat I put the ea.com/news and that's their financial report that came out yesterday. So you can read their financial report, their metrics, their expectations for 2018 December 31st till March 31st. It doesn't actually say anything about it.
It says, sorry, this page you are looking for can't be found.
Yeah, so that's that for me too.
Okay. What did you do?
I broke it. Hold up. Let me try doing that one more time because dude, I'm looking at the page right now. So
I saw you looking. You're like, OhSnaps is getting into this. We are shutting this page down right now.
I know. Maybe I just copy and pasted wrong. But it doesn't actually say anything about that.
Same thing.
You guys, interesting. Okay. Should I take screenshots? Dun, dun, dun.
It's a conspiracy.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that, but if you go to ea.com/news, you can see the news on there. And right now, this came out yesterday. I need some
cornbread pudding.
So this came out yesterday. Their year ended December 31st. So, right now, there could be stuff going on the table. This is a perfect time to do business. And you guys can read a lot about it if it works for you. I don't even know.
Imagine if Microsoft bought EA, they can be complete dicks and just be like, you know what, Sony, None of these games are going on your system.
That wouldn't make sense, though, guys. That would not make sense.
No, because then they're gonna lose money if they do that. Like, they don't have to do
Exactly.
that.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
they could, like, at any certain point, because they own the games, then they own the IP. They can just pick and choose, like Anthem, Xbox only, because that's a big game. It's like, oh, this would definitely help the Xbox sell. Whereas something like Madden or FIFA, fucking 25 or whatever, here in the future.
Matt Booty would say, "Kiss my Matt Booty."
Well, Microsoft would have a third-party division now. Like, they would have a first-party, and they would have games. Because let's be honest, Madden, FIFA, all them, like, you don't want them just strictly as exclusive on one console. You would get such a backlash.
Yeah, it'd be terrible.
From all the gamers out there, because, all right, with so many consoles out there for PS4 right now, it is now the casual gamer's console. So those games, a lot of people play them on PS4. Why would you, as a company, be like, you know what? Screw all that 65 million plus or whatever gamers out there. We're going to make them buy an Xbox. No, you're not. You're going to take the money where they're all multi-plat. And what you're going to do is you're going to entice them to want to get an Xbox with your subscription service. And that would be the smart move. That would be the best business move, again, if this ever happened. Yeah.
Guys, I put that into the chat on Twitter. Let me know if that worked. Because everybody's saying fake news. It's not, I swear.
I actually just want to add something to what you guys were saying. Sony has been against this crossplay stuff. This is where Microsoft could be like, well, listen, the deal is we'll keep the game on your console, but you gotta do crossplay. They could pull that card and force Sony into a cross-play kind of a situation.
I would love that. I'd be like, hey, PlayStation friends, you suck. No, I wouldn't do that.
Well, another thing that would be crazy that they can do, these little nudges and stuff like that. So say if they did get EA, from there on out, Madden, FIFA, all the sports games, even like Battlefield and stuff like that, all have to use the Azure service, the cloud servers, right? Now, if that happened, when they go to the Microsoft shareholders and stuff, they can show so many more active users using the cloud, using Azure. You know what I'm saying? And then they can promote that, in all divisions of Microsoft as, this is the #1 cloud service in the world, has the most people on it and stuff like that. But the only thing that could happen is Sony would be like, well, no, we're not using that. And that's when it would be Sony's decision that they're not having Madden or FIFA on their console, and it wouldn't be because of Microsoft. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they could turn the spotlight onto them and make them the bad guy for sure. Absolutely,
exactly.
I mean, you can think of it like this: this acquisition would be as big as Disney buying Fox.
Yeah.
That's how big of a deal it was, because what did Fox have that Disney needed? They needed the X-Men and they needed the Fantastic Four, right? So that's what they got. Now, granted, they got all this other stuff added, but they went out of their way. They made this massive purchase, and now the only one that's not in their MCU, I mean, he is, but he doesn't own by Marvel, is Spider-Man. And that's another story that could be happening soon, that Disney buys them as well, because their CEO actually said that they're lining up to eventually be purchased. So it could logistically go to Disney. But getting back to Microsoft,
hold on. What is Disney gonna do? What is lining up to be purchased now? Is that the Spider-Man trademark?
No, that's
or Sony themselves.
The guy from the head guy from Sony. Their entertainment division said that right now they're not entertaining any kind of buyouts, but they'll in a few years, because they're losing so much money in their entertainment department. He said, this is his words, they'd be lined up to be purchased. Not Sony, that's video game Sony. We're talking about movie Sony. So in the same way, it would be a monumental deal for Microsoft to buy EA. Why? Because they need something from EA. And why do they need it? Because they just implemented Game Pass, and all their first parties being day and date. This could just add again. They want people to buy subscriptions to their service that they're offering. And this would be just another way to do that.
Yeah, and I mean, at the end of the day, these companies, when it comes to subscription service, when it comes to streaming services, this is going to take over the mainstream. Now, I know I've been out there saying that, you know, it's going to kill physical and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to side with like Boom and others who say that physical will always be around, because I looked at the numbers when it's come to like music, right? And believe it or not, when it comes to sales, not illegal downloading or anything like that, but when it comes to sales, in 2017, physical sales, physical discs, and vinyls, records, actually took the majority of music sales in 2017, 53% to 47% for digital. So there will always be a space for physical, all right? And that'll make a lot of gamers out there happy. Those collectors out there, those people that want, you know, discs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but the mainstream
doesn't have day one patches though.
But the mainstream is swinging towards digital. It's swinging towards subscription services and everything like that. And that's where Microsoft is now in the lead for that. Microsoft has always been known for seeing the future. They just see a little too far into the future. And a lot of times, and people aren't ready for that. Now people are more accepting, and I feel like they're going to double down on Game Pass. They're going to make some huge splashes, and they're going to buy some publishers and stuff like that. That people are going to be like, "Holy crap!" Like they really just did that, and EA might be one of them. You know.
Dun dun dun.
I still don't believe it. I still think everyone's way overreacting.
You know what? Shut up and just sit back and watch the show. Okay? You'll see.
Yes.
You'll see.
Yes, Mom.
Don't call me that. I would like that, because then, you know, The Sims will just be part of Xbox, and then I'll get a deal, really good deal on it. Oh, goodness. Even though everyone's like, don't buy it on Xbox, get it on PC. Well, buy me a PC then. I don't know what to tell you.
It should be getting added to EA Access in the next few months. It's been out for like 2 or 3 months now, so.
I'm going to pick it up when it's cheaper, and I know everybody says it's better on PC, but I really can't get it on PC right now. Vogel's Craig said, guess who's back? Back again. Vogel's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? All right, I'm done singing. Is there any last thoughts? Anything you guys want to add? Because it's almost 1 o'clock, so I know we got stuff to do. I didn't say it.
I got to run to the vape store.
I don't like your attitude. Don't talk to me. You're not spending any money. Bye. So yeah. Well, if you guys have nothing else to add, then we're gonna wrap it up. Mr. Boomstick, where can people find you? What are you up to? Let us know.
Well, you can find me on Twitter at Mr. Boomstick XL. You can also check out my channel on YouTube, Double Barrel Gaming with Mr. Boomstick. And you can find me on Friday nights on Crossfire with Bot and the rest of the crew. Easy.
Yeah.
Look, I wish everybody was as easy as you. Supersonic.
Whoa, that didn't sound right.
I know. What a whore.
What are you going to do? Supersonic, where can people find you? What are you up to? All that good stuff.
YouTube, Mixer, and Twitch. Mixer never works for me. It's a piece of crap. But just search Supersonic Station. You'll find it. And join my streams. They're fun, even though no one watches me. Just
please
join
check
anyway.
out my streams.
I watch.
Join my streams.
No, if you don't watch my streams, you'll have bad luck for 3 days.
Seriously? That Mojo shit's real. We have to watch the streams or else we're fucking cursed.
Yeah, because CBL had been cursed for 3 days once upon a time. All right, CBL.
True story.
Where can people find you, and what are you up to when you're not being cursed for 3 days?
Crying in a closet. What?
I'm right in there.
YouTube, Creating Beyond Limits. There's a link on the description. I'll write something in the chat also. I uploaded some videos this week. I'm going to be doing impressions or like gameplay video of Sea of Thieves, talking about it, while also showing the gameplay that I was talking about earlier, where I murdered people because I'm a dick. I'm also probably going to do an impressions video on Monster Hunter and Dragon Ball Fighter Z, or Fighters, I forgot that's how it's said. Sorry for people that are offended by that shit. Yeah, Yeah, I do
was
streams.
that? Sorry for people who are offended, but
Because in case I said the game's name wrong, instead of saying Dragon Ball Fighters, I said Dragon Ball Fighter Z because that's how some people are saying it. But it's Dragon Ball Fighters.
No, it's Fighter Z, man. I don't care.
Well, you're gonna get attacked by all those people that care that much. So yeah, I do stream on Mixer. I have to stream on Mixer because my YouTube live streaming privileges got taken away until April, so I can't stream anymore on YouTube, unfortunately. But yeah, lots of content coming, lots of videos from gameplay, movie reviews coming out on Saturday, reactions, just everything. Too much shit, to be honest. So yeah, I love it though. It's fun.
you said a lot of stuff and things.
And then at the end, he's like, I love it, though. Yeah.
And that's going to make Xbot look like he doesn't say a lot of stuff and things. Xbot, where can people find you? What are you up to? All that good stuff.
Yeah, for people who don't know, I do have a YouTube channel. It's called Xbot448. If you haven't subscribed yet, you need to go over there and subscribe. I've been hovering around 3,150 subscribers. I gain 4, and then I slowly lose 5 for some reason. I don't know how all that's working out.
I paid them to unsubscribe.
What? Oh, you did?
No.
I knew it. 50 cents, right?
25. You're cheap.
But other than that, I am on a bunch of live shows as OhSnaps keeps interrupting me. This is one of the live shows, by the way. And if you want to know when we go live on all these live shows, you follow me on Twitter at Xbot448 because I let people know when we're going live all the time over there.
Lies.
And I am done. I'm done.
I am done.
I am done.
Did I get everybody but me? Boomstick, you went, right? CBO,
yes, everybody? I did. Yep.
All right.
Done.
All right, so everybody is listed, but shut the front door, yo. I will slap you. So everybody is listed below in the description, so you can find them easily. Their YouTube is there. Their Twitter is there. Go check them out if you haven't. If you're new here, please definitely take a look at their channels and subscribe. You guys have all my info below as well. Connect with Mel, Twitter, Instagram, Xbox, PS4. It's all there. You found my channel either here on YouTube or on Mixer or on Twitch because I am restreaming to all 3. So, yeah, that being said, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. A special thanks.
Thank you. Thanks.
A special thanks to the super chats today, Sir X-Man, our nephew Black Tiger for life, Vogels Craig, and a special thanks to the moderator of the year, and that would be UK Dazarus. I was supposed to add him to our sponsors up top. He won't have the access to the cute little emojis, but you know, he is someone who does support the channel in a different way, and it's greatly appreciated. So, that being said, I hope you guys all have a fantastical weekend. Definitely stop by later and check out our game stream tonight because we will be playing some PUBG.
Split second.
What is that?
What?
I don't know.
Split second.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us. Later.
Bye-bye.
Later. Yes.
PUBG. Grandma's.
Where was Trump? He didn't get to say goodbye.